Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunset Over Psy. Everyone's favorite air horn noise. Dustin is sadly sick. Dustin's not feeling well, and so we are going to dive back in to the ridiculousness that was our little cyborg mini campaign. I am very excited to see these characters again because we left them in a very interesting predicament, and I want to see what happens next because I definitely don't know. We are playing the Stockholm Cartel's fantastic nano apocalypse cyberpunk OSR game, Cyborg. You can definitely pick this up. You absolutely should. It's an amazing game. Normally, we're playing our D&D 5e games for Sunset Over Vingalia, but not today. And we will figure out what happens to our punks instead of the heroes today. Remember that instead of doing ad spots, although you can absolutely check out all of the links in chat for our various sponsors, instead of doing ad spots, you can use channel points to buy the pop-up ads event. What that will do is it will create a themed advertisement for one of our sponsors that has in-game ramifications. I encourage you to buy those. They are on a timer, so you can't inundate us with nonsense, but chaos shall reign. Give our sponsors some cyberpunk love.
The sooner you get on it, the quicker it'll refresh.
Exactly. But be sure to still check out those links in chat and join our Discord so you can chat all things TTRPG with cast and crew alike. It's a fun time. Real quick, with the exception of Conlon, let's go around and remind everyone who you are playing today. Conlon will get a separate introduction when his character joins the fray, but until then, what are we working with here? What's going on? We'll start with Melissa.
Hi, everybody. I am your orphan gearhead Phase, who got character assassinated not too long ago with facial tattoos, among other things. But being more of the kind of the sour puss of the whole group, certainly more of someone who's the tech-savvy kind of individual in the group, and yeeted out the window among a various amount of other crazy things and inhaled rocks. So if you guys want to check out all of that, be sure to check out all of the previous episodes we did for this game. And I'd say that's about it.
Excellent. Taylor.
Hello. I do not have a class because, I am playing Clock. She has a holomorphed face, which was recently upgraded, so I am basically a cyborg equivalent of a changeling now. I'm obsessed with puppets, in many, many ways. Yeah. Here for a good time and how to learn how to be a flirt like other members of the party.
Which is hysterical considering you've had the least amount of clothes on in character for all the other characters. Yet supposedly can't
I was
flirt.
I was in the shower when we were attacked.
just blasting through a window with a bathrobe on. It's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Held in place by my holsters and everything.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you
My
gotta
TV
do.
magic.
Yeah.
And Haley, who are you playing?
I'm playing Mo, the discharged
Corp killer. Mm-hmm.
corp killer. Yes, and she is a little acid panda flirty gal. Dresses in black and white, but she does have purple hair and like little space buns. And she is very flirty, and she has a very specific obsession with perfumes. No one's actually ever seen her buy perfume, but she uses it a lot. She carries vials on herself. Couple of empty ones on her side, but otherwise she's got full ones that she carries with her as well.
Excellent.
So,
That is the crew. Before we dive into our game, a quick content warning. This game deals with themes of violence, capitalist exploitation, drug use, sex, and other cyberpunk dystopian themes and subjects. If those aren't for you, go check out our YouTube. We got lots of cool shows up there and lots of fun time. Otherwise, stick around. and get ready for absolute pandemonium. This episode, you could do several things with your channel points. Tails Does Tales, the game that me and Haley are in on Mondays, there is currently a poll competition, duel challenge for what will happen off screen for the other party that is going to be joining up with the original party at the beginning of the next dungeon. If you vote for the Pebble Skips, that means that whatever Pebble, our new, very tiny, not a halfling, stone giant, character will be able to successfully scout out some of the initial areas of the dungeon, and the crew will have a little bit more information going into it. If the pebble sinks, well, then something else will happen, and things will probably be a little bit complicated. Okay.
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh.
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 Uh,
no.
Oh no! You can. You can also get, as we mentioned before, you can get those pop-up
Band.
ads. Use the band hammer. Get the horny bat. You can also get those pop-up ads with channel points. There are two more options. You can hack, which will give one of the characters that you mention in that channel an extra glitch to spend, or you could patch, and that will give me a nega glitch, which I can use to do the opposites of glitching for all of my baddies. I won't typically be rolling as per the system. Usually it is just the PCs rolling to defend and stuff, but nega glitches will allow me to increase the difficulty of their rolls, make them re-roll when I think they've rolled too high, or maximize my damage.
I don't like
Nice.
the perks you gave yourself in this little system
What do
update,
you
Matt.
mean? It's up to the viewers. No one has to buy the patches.
He couldn't kill us easy enough last time. So
I-
this time.
I did sense there was a little bit of too much ease. Why, thank you, random viewer who I don't know. For
Fuck off.
don't tempt me. Any other questions before we sunset?
Fuck you, Matt!
Now that I've properly allied all of you against me, and we have the correct level of GM versus player mentality going into this, let's
Ooh.
dive in.
Mo's been hacked.
Mo's been
We're
hacked.
supposed to be teammates.
Mo, you have an extra glitch.
Because I don't have any. We haven't rested. I just
You
want
have
to.
not rested.
No, cool, perfect.
Yep.
We're jumping straight back in.
We are jumping straight back in. And
We're not in a van down by the river, but
We're
we're in
not-
a van stuck in traffic.
You're in a van somewhere. So yeah, where are y'all? What happened last time we synced with the
Oh
side?
boy.
The crew, FaZe, Mo, and Clock, and their two tag-alongs, Zola, a nano-infested biological database of a person, and Mill, a career scammer and newly recruited Mo Stan,
Oh, I
Have
forgot
just-
about Bill.
have just escaped
My boy.
have just escaped a retributive attack by the Lucky Flight Casino. Watana, the chromed out head of casino security, was out for revenge and to recover the stolen Zola, who is now left in the group's custody after they were ghosted by their original patron, Charlie Sand. FaZe has also picked up a nano infestation off of a strange glowing rock they found in their jacket. And the group is seeking aid to figure out how to deal with both FaZe and Zola's nanos, while also trying to track down Charlie Sand and get their money. You have just survived not just the attack by Watana, but apparently a mil-spec gunship was called in on the location of your hideout, and you narrowly avoided detection as the city block was very quickly leveled. And yeah, you've avoided disaster. We have so far had one miserable headline as a strange anti-human bioweapon attack melted a significant portion of the city's population, and traffic is at a standstill. You are all in FaZe's van, not down by the river, as FaZe alluded to, but stuck in traffic. What would you like to do?
I have a question.
What is your question?
We still have the tracker on the van that we don't know about, isn't that
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
I did not include that in the recap because I wanted to see who was taking notes.
It's my van.
It's my
baby.
van.
It's my van.
Oh, but we avoided detection because you were able to like flip a switch and change what the van looked like.
From the gunship, though, not from Watana's
Yes.
goons or the casino. So we avoided detection that way. But I'm trying to recall, traffic actually started flowing at the end of the last session, right? Because the gunship went over and it just started going back,
Yeah.
right?
It's still
Okay.
very slow, but you have actually started to move a little bit. And just as a reminder of what you were originally doing when the attack happened, you were talking to Mill about a hacker he knows named Zandolf, who very likely has the abilities, or at least would know someone with the abilities, to maybe help with the nanos. That's unsure, but at the very least could probably try and track down Charlie Sand.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's where we're headed.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep driving the van, just focused on the road and try not to draw any more attention than what we got already. So
Yeah.
I'm like white knuckling it while I'm driving.
Nice. You are white knuckling at very much non-white knuckling speeds, as traffic is just this like horrible mix of, there are little drones that have been deployed to like help out with like the traffic signals being out. It's a big mess. But you are able to eventually get through the city streets and wind up at a filthy little like ghetto, like sort of, it's near the arcologies, and it's this kind of like flat, boring building of just mundane concrete and broken dreams. There are like bars on all of the windows, and there's the first floor of all of these buildings around here are just like wall-to-wall parking structures with pay-per-minute fees. And you do find the address of Mill's contact, Zandolf.
While we're here.
You trust this guy, Mills?
I trust him enough. He hasn't screwed me over yet, so that's gotta count for something.
All right, go get him.
Do we have any clothes
No,
for Clock in the vehicle?
We definitely have to go up there. He does not leave his apartment.
Yeah.
I look down at myself.
I mean, hey, not to
the
be
town's
crass, but it
great.
might get us percentage off. I don't know.
I mean,
Security room.
I was just gonna say you have a track record already. Since it's my van, I would imagine I would have a spare set of clothes in my style.
I love how you keep cashing in this ability, and I'm good. Like, the van is awesome. It is restricted to like a chance of having the things you need to like fix stuff. I'm gonna
God damn
say
it.
that fixing an outfit does not lie within the capabilities here. You can roll, but just give me a raw d20.
Raw D20? Okay,
Yep.
let's see. I forgot it was limited to what was fixable.
It's very specific. Like, you just got a bunch of like random tech junk in there.
I cannot fix nudity. I'm sorry.
No,
let's
nudity is
see.
not a fixable condition.
Jesus Christ. That's a 15.
15, not high enough. I need it
Okay.
higher.
How
All right.
much higher?
I was gonna say 18.
Yes.
I was gonna say 18, that there was both a set of clothes, like a full set of like replaceable clothes in there that fit Clock and weren't being used as like oil rags.
Okay.
I'm grunge. I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna
Yeah.
be the cleanest thing.
It
I'm
was-
gutter scum.
Yeah. Like, you find a shirt and you're like, here, you could use this. And it's just, it's like, it is a shirt in that it has sleeves and a hem, but it's been ripped through the middle and would do absolutely nothing to solve the current problem.
Looks like you're going in the town.
Fine. But I could make that work.
Yeah.
Fashion choices regardless. I'll stay with the van while you're all up there trying to figure out what to do with the hacker guy. let me just get all this situated down here and at least keep an eye out in case more lovely Watana stan boys are showing up everywhere, so.
Okay.
Sounds good.
It's
After you, Mills.
Happy to lead the way. Gets out and like does like a quick like double check down the street and is just people are still kind of like flying all over the place because of the recent attack and it's a bit chaos, but he's like, oh, they're not looking at us. Goes into the building and leads you into the elevators that whir you up to the 7th floor, and you go to a room. He gives a little quick like shaven 2 bits knock on the door, and you just hear a click as the lock unfastens. All right, now I don't know if he's diving right now, so just be chill. Well, he's usually got snacks hanging around, so worst case scenario, we just chill out for a little bit. He opens the door, and you go into it would be sparse in terms of furniture. It is a room that is almost entirely devoid of like things to sit down and be comfortable with. There's no table, there's no nothing. It's just kind of like most of this apartment is filled with racks and like server racks, yeah, and like glowing, like water-cooled shit everywhere. The walls are plastered with various posters of weird bands no one has heard of and anime custom releases and like Magic the Flathering opening night stuff, and it's just this accumulation of stuff that is like 4 layers deep on all of the walls. And I
feel attacked.
You do. The only room that has any sort of discernible furniture is what was probably the bedroom. And there is a small cot pressed up into the corner, but one wall is just entirely dedicated to a series of like concave oriented screens all pointed at a very elaborate chair. This chair has like all of this stuff and scaffolding kind of coming off it, almost reminding you of like the thing you found Zola attached to. Just all of these wires and plugs and shit. Are you leaving Zola in the van, by the way? Or is Zola coming up with you?
I would have thought Zola came with us.
Okay.
I think because we were going to get the Hacker to have a look at her as well.
Yeah.
Zola is in the room and is just sort of like scratching one of those weird black veins that runs all over her body and is just like looking at the posters, and you can see is just like memorizing all of the release dates and the various like serial numbers and shit. There is a cabinet over on the side that is filled with like mecha and Gundam figurines and various other little nerd collectibles. And coming out of the bathroom, you hear a little flush, and coming out is a dude in a tank top that is like emaciated looking, but has like a beer gut despite the emaciation, has fingerless gloves, a really poorly manicured beard, and his RCD is just a giant like block goggle over his eyes and head. Oh, hey, Mill, what's who's your friends here? Who's your friends here?
Mo.
Clock.
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
in the
like
van.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like stand, like
And
I
then
imagine the towel's just like wrapped
Zola.
around, and I'll like put most of my weight on one hip and just have like some of the thigh peek out between the towel split.
Give a leg moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
stand
it.
there cross-legged.
Perfect.
It is not my birthday, so what do you want, Mill? And Mill is like, I'll let them explain it, because I'm still recovering from what just happened. And it's been a doozy of a day. I'm gonna sit in that corner and relax. I've got some gummies. And he just goes over to the corner and just immediately like Pez dispensers some and just starts chewing and is just like watching, like he's just tuning out for a little bit.
Did you just as the hacker ask Mills a question and then wait for someone else to reply and forget that you were Mills.
Yep. Yep. For a brief
Sorry, my
moment.
bad.
for,
I couldn't deal.
for a brief moment, the two
For a
parts
brief
of my
moment.
brain that are occupying those characters did not sync up.
Did not. No,
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. I saw the pause. I was, oh god, sorry, I can't. Do you know much about bio? What are they called? Databases? Storage databases.
Bio databases. I mean, they're kind of unethical, you know, in the way that everything's unethical, but like, yeah, I'm familiar with the concept. Why?
Okay. Oh. If you knew more, then I'd probably tell you, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
he's just looking even more
I'm like,
confused.
I don't want to go sharing information about things if he has no idea about them.
You don't get the sense that he has no idea, but he's like, it's almost like you asked a
Very generic question.
a professional nerd, like a very generic. Do you know something about Star Wars? It's like, well,
Mhm,
yes.
mhm.
I'm gonna need you to narrow it down.
mhm. Okay.
What do you?
This is-
He like plops into the chair, and his like cargo shorts get all bunched up as there's just like 18,000 pockets all lining them. And from one of them, he pulls out this big bag of potato chips and cracks it open. He's like, "What do you know about biodatabases?"
Not much, except for Zola was one.
And he like
Okay.
swings the chair out to the side, and Zola's just like memorizing stuff. Huh. Is that why you're coming here?
One of the reasons.
Does one become a bio database?
I mean, it depends. You can just rent yourself out, basically. There's a lot of weird tech that you could basically use yourself as, you know, battery, storage, anything. It's all kind of dependent upon your own memory, so it's usually reserved for fucking genius shitheads or nanos.
Specific nanos or any nano can be
Like memory
adapted?
ones.
Really anything that was gonna boost your memory. Yeah, it's kind of reliant on like, it's like, I mean, not to talk jargon, but like, is your hard disk like solid state? Is it, you know, what kind of speed does it have? How much capacity? All that kind of shit. Like, you're treating yourself like a floppy disk, you know?
Okay.
Can you track people?
I can. Under what
Will you track
circumstances?
people?
Depends on the person. There's a better question.
You ever heard of
Sands. What's his name?
Charlie Sands?
Charlie Sands. There we go.
I mean, I haven't heard of him. Do you have employee identification number, social security number, credit card numbers, LinkedIn page? You got fucking anything?
Facial
Do I
recognition?
have like a phone number that he called us on, or a email that he gave us? Well, how did we get the job from him in the first place?
You originally got the job just by like anonymous instant messaging services. Basically the equivalent of like a spam line WhatsApp bot.
Okay, then can I give them the job number from that? Because I'm sure that he posted an ad on this anonymous site, and then that went to all the people anonymously.
It was you
Or-
were recommended by a person who knows you that knows you do extra legal facilitation. And so it's just like, I'll reach out to that person.
It was through the grapevine.
Yeah.
Okay, how did we get in contact with him first?
We would have
you
gone
were,
to him at the bar.
You were given that bodega location and you just showed up.
By our friend that knows him.
Yes.
Okay.
But our comms would have, I would imagine, have some recording of what happened, or it could trail back on it.
I mean, I can see there's a lot of stuff that gets cached in an RCD. You might have a snippet of his face.
Yeah. Or the cafe might have cameras, right? Or the bodega.
I mean, guys, I'm right here. And I will use my holomorphed face.
Well, that fucking works. Yeah.
There you go. That's what he looks like.
It's not gonna be high precision just because of the hollow, but I'll give it a try. You tricked me. You got me interested. And then I forgot to ask the most important question. How you paying for this shit?
What, saying my thigh's not enough?
Lady, the net exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is real flesh.
Have you? I got a guy that does high quality hollows. You can't tell the difference. You talking about bad dragon? I have literally fucked the dragon from Shrek. Like, don't give
what
me
do
any
you-
of this.
What do you want?
I mean, give me an honest estimation. He kind of looks like shoots a glance over at Mill. Give me an honest estimate. What's the
How much were we
read?
gonna
What's the
get
read on
paid?
this dude being dangerous or not dangerous? Like, how much heat am I going after here?
He hired us to do something and then disappeared. We didn't get paid for that job.
How much was he gonna pay you?
That's can I ask the Matthew the DM?
You could hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
Credits.
He's gonna give you 1,000 credits
Found it.
each. Yeah.
Each. Okay, cool. So that would have been 3,000 credits. Then 3 of us? Yes, there's 3 of us. Why can't I count?
10%?
3,000 credits. So
3,000 credits.
we don't know how
We're not
dangerous
offering
it
you
is, but-
3,000
And
credits.
no. What was the job that he asked you to do?
Save this chick.
Save?
Yeah.
Basically, just either destroy or no, what was it? Basically, remove the bio data from the hotel.
See, that casino, yeah. See, that's a
There
better
we go.
answer. Because if it was save, why the fuck didn't he show to collect? Right? That doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to
Oh, yeah,
follow
yeah,
the
yeah.
through line. If you got ghosted off of 1,000 credit each offer, and you're dealing with something like that, this is gonna run you. Because I don't know if this dude's Corpo, Mill, God forbid he's one of the fucking Infinighosts.
The what?
That was fucks over at the temple. They talk about uploading your minds and shit so that you live forever in their holy AI collective. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Better than half the bullshit we deal with on a daily basis.
I mean, maybe. Fidestic. Your Fidestic transformation.
But that's cool.
Well,
I don't think he's dangerous, he's just stingy. We did the job.
We
The
only want to
casino
know
no longer-
who he is. We don't need anything else from you.
all right, I'll do a basic ID sweep. That's easy enough. Shouldn't pop any red flags, assuming. I can do that right now if you want to just relax. Just make sure she doesn't touch anything. And he like quick bops a little camera that scans clock, and then you can see him spin around and kind of scooch his chair in and starts clocking away.
Did it just take a scan of the clock?
I mean, you were giving him your hollow face for Charlie Sand, and
Oh yeah.
he didn't seem too bothered about the generic scan, just grabbing the whole thing.
Just the face. Okay.
Yeah. He starts clicker
We'll use
clacketing
the rest
away.
for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, wait. Shouldn't? Assuming?
What do you mean shouldn't?
Shouldn't shouldn't raise any red flags? Assuming what?
Assuming he's not someone with whom an ID scan would raise flags. Which doesn't sound like it. I don't know him. Doesn't seem like he's anything crazy, so I'm just gonna give it a try.
Okay.
What?
And if you're as good of a hacker as they say you are, they won't even know.
Probably not. You hope.
Hmm.
I'm very realistic with setting expectations, by the way, just in case you haven't noticed. He spins around. You can see like a couple loading bars cycle and finish. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Definitely weird. Cause he's coming up as a bunch of people.
Hmm.
That can't be good.
No, that can't be good.
He's a clone.
It's more likely that he just keeps changing his ID or popping up on different places with different names, right?
So he's doing what I can do.
Well, he's doing it all with the same face. That's the main thing, right? He's not
I'm better
changing.
than him.
Changing his identity. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's got different names. Like, here's the thing. I would be skeptical about this dude just being some weirdo, except that he's got good creds for all of these different names. Government IDs. This one's a fucking cop. This guy is a marketing major, still in college. That doesn't what. He's got enough here that someone's doing a good job of falsifying the records behind any of these IDs because it's all coming up through public search. None of this is spicy.
Can you backtrack them?
I can, but that will be more money.
What are we
Money,
looking at?
or do you want something else? Mill's got connections. So does Mo.
Mill is like, whoa, we're in my connections. This is y'all are exhausting my connections, hon. I can't really pivot too far left or right here.
What are you eating?
Gummy.
Those connections.
Dude, I got these at the Supermarket J.
Oh, they're not gummies?
No, they are gummies. For the record, you could literally get like drugs at Walmart here. Like drugs are not outlawed. It's just high revenue taxable shit.
What kind of cash are you looking at? Creds are you looking at?
The bad vibes I'm getting from this result and from your bio database, 10K. Or
Just to backlog it.
nah, I'd find him for you. I'd figure out who this guy is and where you could find him. Full service.
You gotta know that if we're chasing after 3,000 creds, we don't have 10 sitting in our.
That's why I
pockets.
say you could also give me a favor.
What kind of favor?
Calm down, Clock. You're fine. Do any of you know Soma? And he like clicks a little like finger pad thing, and the image of this woman with hair pulled really tight against her head. It almost looks like wet and slick. It's stark white blending into equally pale face, and it is tied back and goes down her back, and she is mostly like kind of typical human looking, like not a lot of mods except for the fact that her eyes are mirrored and they have this little like warble to them.
Do we know?
I would say
We
that
know
none of you know this woman.
No.
Unless you want to make a knowledge
Yeah.
check. Either knowledge or presence. It'll be tough.
I'm gonna do presents.
Oh, that's not a D20. That's
Nope.
not gonna work.
That's a 7.
No, a 3 plus 4. So
I got a 16, and I'm in the band, so I don't know if that.
you're sitting there like, God, I'm really into this Soma chick, and you're just tapping away on the steering wheel. That's it.
Who's on the radio?
I figure y'all are occasionally relaying information between each other. What's happening?
Oh yeah, our comms are
It's
open.
nice, it's nice
Well, you
having
didn't- I
friends
don't
who
know if
keep
we
you
have-
in the loop.
Yeah, we don't. I didn't know we had comms this one. I thought that was the
Yeah.
space comms.
No, you
we
got
have
comms to like
We
everywhere.
have psycoms too.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
The RCDs have like infinite talk and
cool.
text. You're on the bulk plan. You're forced
Oh
onto
yeah,
the
we're all
bulk plan. You
texting.
sign.
Oh yeah, we're all texting each other. I
Yeah,
remember.
you got a text thread. Remember the fucking emoji joke? Yeah.
I say,
Oh, yeah.
I sent FaZe a message. You know, clock with like the tongue out, sweaty face, and then like the water spurts. Question mark? Question mark.
Block or Soma? You up?
So do you know this chick? And I took a photo of the photo that I'm being shown.
Photo of the photo of the photo.
I
I'd
had a
say-
16. I don't know if that.
I'd say with a 16, who's your debt to? I need to
My
remind myself
debt
of your character
is to.
sheet. 16 could be high enough depending.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on. Redirecting. Hello.
Your call is important to us.
Your call is
Please
important
hold.
to us.
Where the hell? Armored van, smugglers, Bahanga. Hold on.
Is
Uh,
the
Rebooting. 1 second. I owe 7,000 in debt and. Oh, where the hell are you, buddy? We give me.
If you cannot find it, we can always re-roll.
Yeah, we
Because
might
I have also
to.
forgotten.
Yeah, we might have to.
Give me a D12.
Okay, we're gonna just make life easy.
We're just gonna make life easy.
That's a 9.
A 9. Okay.
9.
You owe debt to a fixer with cops on their payroll. So I would say 16's not high enough to know who this person is. 'Cause
Yeah,
you would
what
not-
page is the people we owe stuff to?
In the rule book, it is on. Boop, boop, boop. I just had it on page 61.
60. Oh, I think I'll actually.
Matthew, what background? What debt collector would be the correct answer?
What's yours?
I mean, probably not, but Roadrunner claim.
Oh,
No.
mine was a crime syndicate. Sorry.
Crime syndicate. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that that's high enough then. You would know that Soma is an ex chaos priestess of the heirs of Kurgaz.
She sounds cool as fuck.
And you know that the heirs of Kurgaz are two of the. They are technically corporations in the world of Psy, but they are basically like formalized crime syndicates that operate in the slums that you've kind of been operating out of. The heirs of the two are the Virid Vipers, who are actually you met some Virid Vipers a little bit, or a subsect of the Virid Vipers with that one woman with the stone eels tattoo. So the
Yes.
stone eels are kind of loosely connected to the Virid Vipers. The heirs of Kurgaz are basically they're in an extended gang war between those two. And the heirs of Kurgaz are wackadoodle nanomancers. They are end-time profiteers. They conduct blood rituals and all kinds of crazy shit. And she is very specifically known as being a former Chaos Priestess of the heirs of Kurgaz, who broke away for publicly unknown reasons, and with a 16, you don't know the reasons. But you know that she is formerly a member and is now largely in hiding.
I'll just relay. I'll relay the blood emoji and then the spurt, and then just basically say not good. But then I'll relay more information of like publicly went into hiding, reasoning is unsure. Basically, crime lord on steroids, almost corpo level, and just kind of give whatever I could.
We know that much about it.
Good. Great start. Great start. So far, I've been talking her up with all the people that I know. Thanks a lot, Mill. And Mill's just like, oh yeah, that crazy chick. Nothing. And I've been trying to find this for a while. So, if you've got any amount of a lead, this is a great thing you could do for me. I need her. I need her
What
to be
for?
from where she is to where we are right now.
Does she know
Why?
it needs to be here?
Why? I'll get to that. What was your question?
Does she know she needs to be here?
Nope.
Okay.
You would be informing her of this need to be here, and
Would it
then
be something that she wants to do, or something that we need to convince and/or force to?
second part, the latter,
Okay. Yeah.
Forced to.
Yeah.
Why?
because it's worth a shit ton of money.
She is.
It's or she is.
She, specifically her presence here. There has been an open posting on the deep net for quite some time, and everyone who tries ends up fucking dead. And so I have been hesitant to leave my apartment for said things, but if I could score it, I could clear my debt, I could upgrade my rig, I could do so much shit. So this is door opening.
So you want to turn her in?
No, I want her here to complete the job. The job is to get her to an uplink that the bounty receiver controls.
Oh. You can do that via the computer.
Yeah, this is my chair is the uplink. I occasionally do dives, not often, especially not after the last one, but you know, I dabble a little bit. And the place where I picked up this job, it is where I get the juiciest shit. It's risky, but it's worth it.
What
We
happened
can't-
last time?
Yeah.
Ran into some black ice. It was fine. I got out, and it's okay. I lost one toe. It's not a big deal.
And
That's
if-
fine. Faye's lost her face. So
He pulls off one of his like tube socks, and one of his toes is like physically rendered as static in your RCDs.
Interesting.
okay, put that back on.
You know, it's way
If you-
it's way more work to put on a sock than to take it off. You put something.
You didn't
on.
have to take it off. No one asked you to take off the
You
sock.
didn't have to take off any of your shit. What are you fucking?
She doesn't have any shit. This is how we got here.
I'm just saying. Why do I have a dress code? It's my fucking house.
Oh yeah. No, you
Yeah,
don't have it.
but blown
You
up.
can keep that on.
My toe got blown off.
If we can't find
Oh,
this
it's the
Charlie
same
Sands, what
thing.
makes you think that we're gonna find someone that has gone underground and disappeared?
Because she hasn't disappeared. She's just good at not getting out of where she is. I think I know the building where she is. I just don't have the skills to get in there and actually get her out. Because I've
That's something that we're actually good at. And I look at Solver and then look back.
precisely. We have got skill sets aligning. I've got a job. You need a job done. We are quid pro quoing all over this place.
All right, where are we going?
And do you know of anyone that could potentially help us?
Potentially help? No. I will warn you that this has been posted for a while, which means other people know. So you might have some competition. Just a heads up.
No, I think we can't
Competition
handle.
always hurt somebody.
As for where you are going, and I will say that as he says this part, FaZe, you know this place. It's in a hollow club called Beauty.
Where I feed my addiction. Hell yeah.
I will say this, FaZe, give me a presence check.
Presence? Okay. Let me. Not that one, Mel. +2. Okay. Let's see. Did I have any glitches left after the last?
I think y'all were burning glitches pretty hard. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Listen.
last session we were like, no, glitch.
Yeah.
Use them if you got them. Unless Haley's about to go over there and hack.
Oh, yeah. Let me do it again. Made it worse. I don't want to risk using another one, so that's a 5.
5. this was just to see if you've been there. You have never
Okay.
been there. You know that this club, let me scroll where the details are. This club is in one of the hills areas. And as a reminder,
Oh.
the hills are where not where rich people go to do business. It's not where anyone goes to have a job unless you are a security officer protecting a mega mansion. The hills are the country clubs, the gated communities, the enclaves of the hyper-rich, near-immortal demigods of capitalism. This one is specifically in an area called the Edges.
Do we know if it's a thing to like? We know that we can hack the ID cards that we've got. So would this hacker have anything that could bypass the bigger section, if that makes sense? Like, obviously it works in our sections. Does he have anything that could make it pass?
You wouldn't have any indications. You wouldn't have any reason of thinking like, oh, we would just get gunned down on sight. You don't think that.
Okay.
The things that would really flag you as having problems if you went into a hills area would be going in like stolen military equipment, like police cars that have been marked as stolen or decommissioned, but their responders are still active. If you had like warrants out on like that vehicle, which so far you do not think that is the case. Those would be instances. Otherwise, like, there's every reason that people go there. It's just
We're not going to look out of place that
will-
we're immediately going to get kicked out.
you will look out of place. You will not get kicked out. Meaning that people go there, but they are typically like, you will be logged, right? The boundary, as soon as you cross that boundary, there will be a log that like this van such and such came in on this date and time, very likely. And there's going to be like sec ops all over the place that are kind of kowtowing to, they're doing like the private security for those areas in general. It's basically like private cops all over the place. But as long as you don't step out of line, and if you didn't like, if you were staying there multiple days, someone at some point would be like, why are you here? What? You need to leave. But you can go there for a visit.
Cool.
They got to employ janitors from someplace, and the janitors aren't living in the hills, that's for sure.
Yeah.
With
I wonder if I would know any of these retired court officers that are doing security now.
with hearing beauty though, I'm just gonna like frantically type in all caps. It's like, oh my god, mom, can we go, please?
From Phase, from what you know, beauty, the sign in front of the club is just the word beauty in sort of an eye motif, just calling on the idea of beauty in the eye of the beholder kind of thing. And the club serves as both is primarily a hollow club. People go there for like drinks and aperitifs and a little bit of schmoozing, but it is mostly a place where the desensitized go to find sensation again. It is a den of manufactured opulence that exists only within the mind. And it is also a place that is ignored for the purposes of what would otherwise be deemed illegal and taboo hollows. Meaning hollows that are typically taken off of the final imprints of serial killers and megalomaniacs and other people that have, in their final moments, experienced some shit. It is not uncommon for recording rigs to be hooked up into the RCDs of disposables, have them chucked into kill clubs, and then have their final moments processed and rendered into hollows for people to experience.
So it's like ultimate drugs, psychosis-wise, not...
You could, if you wanted to know what it is like to die via radiation poisoning, you could boot up a hollow that is from the final moments of someone that they stuck in a tank with a nuclear reactor.
Y'all are some sick fucks.
You're the one that wants to go.
And you're the one that wants to go.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'll be really excited just because it's for my addiction to the hollows, and then you're gonna see ellipses of like a message, like halfway typed, back. Oh fuck. Well,
I googled it. No.
You might wanna oogle it.
Yeah.
It's-
Google it.
I'll just say, while hollows are one of the multiple, I love how I'm still typing. So while hollows are one of the highlights, the highlights feature the lowlights of several people who have died. Ergo, we need to be careful because it deals with some illegal shit!
And there's all
Exclamation points.
illegal is a frame of reference. It also deals with some nice stuff, you know, plenty of hot sort of B-list celebrities have sold off their memories of, you know, hot intercourse with A-list celebrities to this place. So you want to know what it's like to get with Flim Flardashian? You can go there.
Amazing. ...
On second thought.
On second thought, I changed my mind. My moral compass is going all over the place.
Good old Flimfla.
Flim Fla.
Fuck, that got me. Alright, well. I guess we're going on a trip. Are we allowed in, Beauty? We're not gonna look. Okay, cool.
You might have to pony up some cash, but yeah.
Fuck. I don't have any cash. Do you have any cash, guys? I spent it all last time.
I got like 300 creds on me.
Okay,
I
that's
have
pretty good.
88. What does 300 feel like?
I got 101, so I thought, and I actually, there's another, I don't know if it should be there, but I've got 160 creds on an untraceable card as well.
I think that jives. You
I think
got a
that is, yeah.
bunch off of the scam that Mill ran. Did you burn through all of that?
Yes.
Oh, you bought a bunch
Yeah,
of
we-
drugs. That's right.
Yeah.
We bought the drugs and then we also split it up, if I remember correctly, across all three of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
gave
Conlon decided
100
to contribute.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a pop-up ad.
Conlon did give us a pop-up ad. Conlon, I would like you to randomize it because there's two that I think could be especially relevant here. Give me just a high-low on any dice.
All right. Hi.
High. Wonderful. Incredible. I love this. This is gonna go over here. Boop, boop, boop. At that moment, all of your RCDs kind of bloop, bloop, and you receive an ad.
Clumsy Flimfla.
Message brought to you by Day 20. It is currently Day 3. You have been warned. Not prepared? Sync now using code TOI to ignore the delivery fee of one drone order. Terms and conditions may apply.
If you want, you can order anything you want that you could buy from anywhere, and it will be delivered to you via drone.
Did we get a discount if we use my drone since the delivery fees are...
I will say, because I looked up what bonuses y'all currently had from ad spots previously. I believe most, if not all of you, yes, all of you have a 20% off next purchase, courtesy of
Yes.
Level 1 Gamers from last time.
We do.
So the
I
next,
didn't purchase that. We all have that regardless.
you all
Yep,
have
we
that,
do.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that one
So-
didn't require purchase. You just got that one.
Is that items? Like,
Yep.
so now.
So anything you'd want to buy, you've got 20% off, thanks to Level 1 Gamers. Hashtag toy. And you also can get it delivered to you. You don't have to worry about distances or anything. When it gets delivered to you,
Does it? Wait. Is there a cost involved?
yeah, you got to pay for it, but you get 20% off.
Oh, you gotta pay for the item,
You got to pay for the
Yeah.
item.
but the delivery is free wherever.
Yeah,
And we get 20% off.
Delivery
Oh.
date, TBA.
delivery.
Or we
date.
get a surprise too with the delivery we might not know about.
Where are the
I'll
items?
accept.
The items are all in the equipment section, which I realize is a very unhelpful statement
It's
to
alright.
make.
I've
So-
made it to. I
a
made
bit-
it there.
Okay, it's a
I
big
got
old
it.
blue
62.
page. Yeah, 62. And if you wanted to buy armor, that is actually listed separately, I believe, over on the armor page, which is ditto for drugs. They're on a different page. Page 60 has the armor.
Oh yeah, it does have the armor. This is like real life. I can't afford much.
Hey, 20% off.
Mood.
That's
Made.
true. I think
Yeah,
I'm
then-
alright with the armor.
And then weapons are on page 64.
Yes.
Do we have to purchase something now?
Yeah.
You can always you can think about it while you're doing stuff. You can leave that ad in your cache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll leave the ad. I want to accept it, but I don't know what I want
Yep.
right now.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
That's totally cool.
Oh no. Okay, so I was like, oh look, there's fun illegal items, and then there's
Yeah.
the spec ops are authorized to shoot to kill.
Yeah, so this is what I mean by like I want to like reframe of mind us into like the world of Psy. Illegal means we get to kill you, no questions asked. There is no legal system here except for the hyper rich who are all like white collar crimes and shit. So like illegal for you either means death or not, and drugs, sex, violence, all that bullshit, not illegal. No one cares. If you've got the creds to buy it, you can get it.
Super lube.
The greatest possible starter item in everything.
I'm
Said
so
no.
mad we did not get that actually
We
at the
just-
beginning of
Like,
all this.
we can buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it right now. You can get some airdrop super lube wherever you need.
But it's not the same.
It comes in gallon.
Can we get steed milk?
That's actually the brand of the super lube that
That's
gets
the
dropped
brand
off.
of the Steed Milk Super Lube.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's just got
Well-
it's just got a graphic of Albie like it's the best.
I think I'm gonna save my money for now, maybe, because I don't want to get in. The only thing I want are illegal, so I'm gonna just leave it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's gonna get dropped, but I don't know when.
I don't
Because
know
I was
when or
like,
where.
well, I mean, I could be just chilling. And it could get dropped off to me after we make it through anything, but no, it's okay.
You never know when it'll show up.
Get dropped off while we're in the middle of talking to sec ops.
Plop. What's that?
Not mine.
Whatever you
What's that?
order,
What's
get
that?
some super lube with it, so you just go and run away.
Can I pay 5 creds for discreet packaging?
Yes.
Gift wrap it.
Gift wrap it, yeah. Discreet packaging. Amazing. So do we have a deal? You get Soma, I get you an ID. I could, you know,
And a location.
Live
Yes.
location.
I mean, she is always there.
No.
No, not
'Cause
her.
you said ID
Oh.
for Charlie Sands.
Gotcha.
That's not what I want. I want
No,
a location.
I meant location. You want me to bug him? I
In
can,
what
give
way?
you,
Can.
Yeah,
That would
what?
be great.
I can
Find
try.
out who we're dealing with.
I will get you as close to him as possible. How about that?
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
We'll get you Soma. And I mean, there may be some other bits and pieces depending on how well this turns out for everybody.
I like everything I'm hearing. This is a good deal.
Great.
Mill, you got cool friends, and Mill is just like zoned out looking at one of these like Rolodex thingies that was on like the collectible shelf. Whoa, dude, that is vintage. Please put it down. Please put it down. Please put it down. Please put it down. And oh, sorry. Put it down.
What's Oh shit, my mind. Is it Zora? Fuck. What's a
Zola.
Zola.
Zola? Oh my god. What's Zola looking at? What's she doing?
Zola has memorized the one wall and is currently working on the other wall of movie posters and various other paraphernalia with numbers on it.
Okay. While Hacker Dude is telling Welcome Raiders!
Hey!
Raiders!
Welcome to the
Well-
party.
While the hacker is telling mills, like to put stuff down. I want to go to. Oh my god, names!
Zola?
Zola?
Zola. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay, I really need to write this shit down. Zola, and be like, try and pretend to steer her away from the walls, but I actually want to whisper. What one do you want?
What do I want?
What merchandise do you want?
These are his.
And one of them's gonna be yours.
I don't have a wall to hang it on.
I can hang out on the wall of the van. But
But
also,
that's-
what about one of the
but
toys?
that's-
That's a little bit more discreet.
But that's FaZe's wall.
It's fine, we can find a new wall later.
That seems out of order.
Going once. Going twice.
Going twice. Now she's just counting. She's not understanding.
Okay.
Going
She
thrice.
don't want nothing.
I was gonna
just
take
wanna
one
look at
for you, but
printings.
whatever. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go get her a big dictionary full of numbers. Big coding book that she can memorize.
Just a phone book.
Yeah.
Oh
She'll
my
just,
god,
like,
that's
Colin,
Colin,
read
cool.
through it.
I love the fucking headband.
Raid.
We're all piling in the van and heading over to Beauty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anything else? Whoop.
I was just gonna say, like, with the others coming down, I feel like I'd be at the seat, like, going like this, like, come on, let's go, let's go! Just the addiction of the hollows just fully showing up.
Yes. Hell yeah. So while y'all are going through traffic,
Oh god, that again.
heading over to the edges, which is to the northeast of what is that area? I think it's the ports in
I think
the
you're
city
right,
of
yeah.
Sai. Yeah. Yes. So northeast of the ports is the edges. So you are crossing this long bridge, and you can see that you are up ahead. It is just this, like, it's hard to find beauty in Sai anywhere. Oh,
We lost Taylor.
oh no! We'll be right back.
We'll be right back!
Sai ate her. Hey, we are back.
Sorry.
The internet ate Taylor. Just for a little bit.
Bam.
You all are making your way across the mega bridge that connects the sort of mainland ports area of Sai over to the edges. You pull up in the van, and you can see that this place has valet outside of what is this like weird, like cultural appropriation mix of Egyptian and Grecian architecture, all in this sort of horrible, like Queen of the Desert Cinemax vibe kind of thing. That
It's the
just
Cheesecake Factory.
I don't even know what that looks like as a general thing. I'm gonna Google some-
Matt's description spot on.
literally
For that.
exactly what I was fucking describing is the fucking Cheesecake Factory.
Well, there goes that sponsor.
Oh my god, look at it!
It's the
That's what your cheesecake factories look like?
incredible. Yes, it's the. It's imagine if the Cheesecake Factory was a strip club. That is what you are going to. That is what
Oh,
you
god
see.
damn it. Now I can't go to that anymore.
And it's a very
I want
different
to go
kind
to
of.
it even more.
It's a very different kind of cheese and a very different kind of cake. You just see this clock.
Okay.
It's just.
Oh my god. I'm so glad we put the discretion warning at the beginning of this.
Seriously, yeah, content warning. I'm glad
Sorry, all
we're really
readers that got
we're
berated
really
with this
fulfilling
behavior.
that promise of the content warning at the top. It is still a factory. There is a neon glowing sign in this bright pink that just has sort of the iconic representation of an eye with a big lash curl off of the side. And written inside of the eye is the word beauty, stylized in like a handwriting style, but still legible. Going inside, do you pay the valet, or are you going to attempt to find a parking place around here?
I'm from Boston. Fuck that. I'm finding a parking spot. Fuck
do it
you. I'm not
myself.
paying valet.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
There's gotta be a Dunkies around here somewhere. We can get a coffee and just use one of the spots.
Maybe I'll find a spot at Harvard. I'll just meet you there.
Find a spot to have it.
We'll just walk.
So
Yep.
I'll
17
just like
blocks.
do a few loops.
Sure.
You know, expecting somebody to pull out of their parking spot, and then inevitably, if I can't find anything, just pay the valet because I'm like
Yeah.
fucking done with it at that point.
Driving falls under agility. Give me an agility test.
Sweet. What's my agility again? Fuck.
I want to be.
All
I want to
right.
be pointing out the window like, "There's one. Nope, small car. There's one. Nope, motorbike. There's one."
I know what I'm doing. All right.
There's you
going
pass
to
an
face jail.
entire you pass like an entire open parking lot, but all of the spots are rendered with this like AR block off sign of like reserved, 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 reserved.
Reserve
It's
the
just-
valet.
yeah,
Well, that was a 5, so
you are not finding shit. You were gonna have to
No,
pay that valet
I've-
fee.
it is just like Harvard Square here. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
how much is valet?
10 creds.
All right, I'll
Very
pay that.
reasonable sum.
I was gonna say, okay, sweet. Thanks. Thanks, Faze.
Oh
My,
man.
my van.
You get a not so subtle look of like, you drive this? But they don't say anything. It's just sort of a passable look, and quickly put the customer facing smile back on as you all enter Beauty. The main parlor is a neon spectacle of decadence. Oh my god, Cotton. I can't
Lynn,
with the
what?
fucking
It's incredible. I love it so much.
just absolutely
Oh.
amazing.
I'm living for it.
Uh-huh.
It is this like you just see those like strobing laser lights moving and fans across everything, where it's like being like the cyberpunk scannage. Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, because I'm setting the scene in my own head, and I need to know, Clock, did you order clothing at least from the pop-up ad, or are you still bathrobe? Are you still doing the equivalent of shirt cocking it into this hollow
I'm
party?
still cocking it.
Just Donald ducking it everywhere.
Yep.
Incredible.
It's a statement. I mean, it goes with.
I feel like the
hotel.
your cute harness is like over the top of it, and it's like turned it
Yeah.
into this like you've cinched it, and it's like all wrapped in.
Give me a presence check.
Yeah,
you
I mean, it
pulling it
goes
off?
with the mob wave. Goes with my
Yep.
style mob wave. +3. 18.
You have
Wow.
parlayed a gun holster vest and belt and a bath towel into what others at casual glance are thinking is probably the latest in fashion here in the Edge. And it is no one's batting an eye except to look at you in that way as you enter into Sad has an extra glitch.
Hell yeah.
As you enter into this kaleidoscope of LED fans and phasers moving across all of you. The music here is loud, but not too loud. You can still talk over it. You can still order drinks casually. And there are two primary areas kind of set up. One bar off to the side that gives you a little bit of like Lucky Flight, if Lucky Flight had the money to actually invest in decent decor. It's got this sort of like smoky, hazy kind of look, but the haze isn't drifting into the room. It just sort of oh no, what's the ice called that's actually like carbon dioxide? What's that shit called?
Dry ice?
Dry ice,
Dry
yes.
ice?
It does that dry ice, like heavier than air, kind of fold off of the bar down onto the floor, which just that gets sucked into some vents down below. And they're serving drinks all in very like minimalist, kind of kitschy, avant-garde glassware that Ron Swanson would not be able to drink out of sheer principle. And then there is also in the middle of this room a very large tower of thank you, Gated, for giving me a nega glitch.
Oh god damn it.
Why? No.
There is this tower that is that has all these little armatures moving up and down, like several vending machines all working at the same time, and just moving these little like slot like what would look like a Nintendo Switch cartridge kind of things in and out. These little like SD card kind of looking things.
Oh, okay.
And the tower actually moves up and down into and out of the ceiling and floor as well. There are several attendants sort of buzzing around this circular desk that surrounds the tower. And back behind this tower, this room isn't that big. It's not incredibly huge. It's just big enough to kind of serve some folks. It's got a lot of like standing tables with bar stools and things like that. There's no like lounging seats, no like sit tables. But there are several doors inconspicuously arrayed into the back of this room, and the ceiling kind of like starts high and then goes down to meet just above the top of those doors.
Okay.
And there are all number of people in here in various states of the dress here is very similar to actually like what you would see at like a club where you're used to going. It's just that the things are nicer. The buckles are polished. All of the grime is fake grime. It is sprayed on faux dirt to look purposefully dirty for the sake of being chic. And scattered in amongst this crowd is another individual. Conlon, please describe what Sad looks like.
Yeah, so Sad probably looks fairly out of place for this location. Is a sort of gutter scum, very disheveled looking like leather jacket, but with like giant rips in it, a big old like anarchy patch on the front of it. A bunch of like ignorant style tattoos, so just like random things. Some of them are like old cartoons, some of them are anarchy signs, some of them are just like Bart Simpson pissing on something kind of things, right? So Outside of that, yeah, carrying around a custom cyber deck that kind of resembles a mechanical keyboard with a bunch of emojis on one side, like a screen that sort of shows a bunch of emojis, and 4 areas for like hardcore cassette tape kind of things to like slot into. Yeah.
You wear it like a keytar, like with a strap.
100%. Yeah, it's attached at his side, Hacker Man style for sure. Yeah.
I'm not the only gutter scum.
Hacker Man.
Your people.
My people, my peeps.
Amazing. Yeah.
Is there like a little front desk with like a menu on it, or like?
There's the 2 sort of front desks. There's not even like there is a coat check room. There's I guess the third, it's not a front desk, but there's a third little area. You can see like a little bit of a coat check back towards where those doors are, with just like a little triangular window cut in as like that roof slopes down. The little window into the coat check area meets that slope. And you just see an attendant just sitting there. All the attendants here are in these like very pressed, short white collars that kind of spike out. They all have black chokers around their neck with various. The black chokers, you're noticing, are the only things that add any sort of flair to their outfits. Everything else is the same press for all of the people here. Is these stiff-collared, short lapel with thin black vests and black trousers that have that sort of like satin tuxedo finish on the lapels and stripes running down the leg. The only bit of like personal flair allowed is any variance in the chokers. Some of them are lace, some of them are chains, some of them are just normal leather. Just a little bit of variance in that. But otherwise, everyone is just sort of standing, and most of them have these like sort of almost face shield sort of RCD overlays to like make their RCDs the same no matter what they have underneath, and it's just this like shimmering iridescent, like almost like face cap at the front. It's almost like going skiing where you see no one's face, it's just always ski goggles. So yeah, you have that little coat check. Oh, thank you for the sub, Darth Jimothy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So you see the coat check at the back. There is that circular front desk at the middle, and then off to the side there is the bar.
Considering I didn't find parking, I'm going right to the bar.
You go straight to the bar, and
Right.
one of the attendants quickly walks up. Hi, how can I help you?
The strongest, cheapest drink you have, please.
All of our drinks are 5 credits. It matters what flavor you would like. Do you have any preferences on the hollows you will be experiencing tonight? We have some select pairings available.
What exactly do you have? Yeah, I'm gonna actually switch my RCR on so that the others, so Clock and Mo, would be able to hear as well, just in case if that gives us any sort of like indication.
Sure.
What exactly do you have on hand right now?
Our select pairings for the evening. One is Blood for the Blood Hollow. If you choose to go with more of a Kill Club style hollow this evening, we have a Bloody Mary that is mixed in with a little bit of heavier iron and some good mixers to give you that solid sanguine flavor on your palate.
Something a
Anything?
bit more sexy.
If you're looking for something that is a little bit more sexy, as your friend stated, then we have the Dreamscape of Effervescence. It is a combination of Prosecco and champagne.
I'm gonna kind of lean over.
Bubbles?
It's like
Just extra bubbles.
I'll just like lean over the counter and just be like, "What if I'm a little more daring?"
What kind of daring would you like to embark on this evening? While you're thinking about that, Sad, give me a presence check.
All right.
What were you gonna say, Mo?
Like I was kind of hoping with that prompt it would be kind of leaning more towards the illegal, not really glossed over legal. So,
They see you sort of like hesitating, and they're like, just to be clear, if you're looking for one of our more select titles, they all still follow the same themes. So are you looking for something of violence, something of sex, or something of power?
maybe a mix of all three.
A mix of all three. I think I have something for that. And you can see them turn around and start mixing up a drink.
Because I'm thinking of like Soma with realizing that, you know, the blood for the Blood Hollow sort of vibes, and then there's the violence, and then there's the chaos, and God only knows what else they were doing in this culty gang shit. So that's why I was thinking like all three.
What'd you get, Sad?
I got a 14.
14. You do notice 3 individuals walk in that are fitting a little bit more of your vibe. By the way, what have you done with Zola? Is Zola accompanying you?
Oh shit, I forgot about Zola.
Can I say I ordered her one of those a book, a more interesting book than the phone book? Oh, we can't leave her in the van.
No, we can't.
We wouldn't have left
don't
her in
know
the
that.
van.
Told
Or
you,
meals.
you could tell her to hide in there and she just gets valeted somewhere.
Well, that is a good point.
Or could we have left her with what's his face?
Xandalf.
Mills.
Do we
With
really
Xandalf.
want to leave her with Xandalf?
Mill would have
No.
offered, like, if y'all wanted to have that be the plan, Mill would have offered to stay behind. That reduces, like, the number of personnel you're trying to keep track of while you're doing
Okay.
stuff. And Mill could watch Zola over at Xandalf's. Like, Xandalf's not gonna
Yes.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
do that.
We did that.
Yeah.
We
Cool.
did that. Yeah.
We did that.
I want to
'Cause
enable.
we're not going to leave anyone.
This is
Yeah.
good for you and me. Fewer NPCs, fewer things for me to possibly kill, just to put pressure on you. This is great. All simplified.
Zola's got a perfect memory. She can recreate us as hollows when we're
Yeah.
dead.
Amazing.
As we've walked in, now that I know what Soma looks like, I want to change my face that little bit, to sort of that tight-skinned look. I can't change my hair, I'm assuming, but rather than having
Yeah.
the mirrored eyes, I just want them to be like slate grey,
Okay.
like just a matte grey, to sort of give off the vibe in a very subtle way.
Sure.
And I'm like eyeing all the collars because I want one to match the holster. And probably seeing Sad looking a little bit like us, bit out of their depth. I'm
Give me a presence
go
check to
over.
see if you notice Sad, real quick.
oh, okay. Presence plus 3. Wait, 16.
16. Yes, you do. You do indeed notice the Keytar hacker, known as Sad.
Sorry for sticking you with that one.
Fucking Haley just character assassinating everyone left and right.
Pew pew pew.
Look, I have little things that pop in my head and I have to say it out loud.
Oh no, it's great. Keep going. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over. Please tell me I was able to put at least boots on. Like, can I have like
Why?
knee-high
Where
boots
did you
or
get the
something on?
boots? Tell me where you got the boots from, and I'll buy into this.
Couldn't I have, like,
if you are
shoved my
looking for
feet into
if you are
boots?
looking for an easy way out, Style Guard only costs 100 credits. So you could, for the low price of 80 credits, you could actually get armor that is clothing. At some point in the day, you're currently still barefoot.
But you
I'm
look
going-
around and there, you know, 50% of the club are also barefoot. So
Okay, that's fine then. But I'm gonna have like that little pretentious bounce in my step and like walk on the balls of my feet as though I am wearing heels.
As if you were wearing heels and you took them off and
Yeah.
you forgot where they were. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
no, they're
It's just muscle
invisible.
memory to-
They're invisible
Yeah.
heels.
Invisible heels.
Yeah. They're holographed to match the floor and everything.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
this.
That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with it. So I'm just gonna like go up and lean on the table next to Sad and just be like, "Well, you look as comfortable here as we do. What are you doing?"
I look as comfortable here as you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Talking to you.
Oh, I'm talking to you.
Amazing.
Amazing.
What's that? I'm gonna refer to the hackboard.
You mean Libby?
Yeah. Who's Libby?
I mean, this is Libby. Hold up the cyber deck.
That's awesome. What does it do?
I mean, what doesn't it do?
Clock.
Sad.
Clearly. What are you doing here? Sad? Apart from being sad.
Enjoying a drink. What are you doing here?
Looking for someone.
Well, there's all sorts of people here. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll walk away and be like, how the fuck does Mo do it?
The vibes were off. The vibes were off. Don't worry, it wasn't you.
It's just in the comms. What vibes? I can't read vibes. He had a cool thing. I thought maybe you could help us, but I'm not very good at talking.
Let's just. I'm gonna like, as you like come back up to the rest. I imagine that you left and like are walking up to the group, and so
Yeah.
Mo just out of nowhere starts being like, "Clock, you are so funny."
You alright, Mo?
Yeah. It's fine. And I just like look over at Sad. Is he looking at me laughing at how funny Clock is?
No.
Alright, fine. Yeah, no, the vibes aren't right. He's no good.
Maybe we should get him a drink?
Yeah. Maybe a hollow?
Ooh, what kind of holo do you think he'd be into?
Right about now, FaZe, that bartender returns. Here you go. Darker than gray. And it is this tall, like, highball glass that has just like this jagged black bit of like a whiskey stone that's just sort of melded with the glass at the bottom to where like when you drink, it would be like pointed at you, like the tip of a spear kind of looking at you. There is dark black bar salt all around the rim with just a little bit of like white frosted sugar, and is also sort of like billowing some smoke out of it.
Ooh, I feel fancy.
That's fancy.
Yeah,
Did you have
I'll
the hollow you bought?
well, this is just the drink so far. Haven't even gotten to the hollow part yet.
If you
I
bring
thought I
that
picked a
glass,
hollow with it.
if you bring that glass to the hollow station, I'm sure they will be happy to help you select the proper hollow to engage with it.
Ooh.
And just curious, how much are the hollows here? Especially the variety I'm asking for.
The house specials typically run 100 credits.
Can we all go to the one?
There is a group rate where a single hollow can be shared between multiple. You are limited to the same time frame, but it is only 10 credits additional for each person.
So 140 or 130
30.
each. Yeah.
I will say, if you are interested in doing specifically
Not wouldn't be each, would it? It'd be just one price
for
all of us?
total,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will say that
130.
if you are interested in doing some group work hollows, see our specialist at the counter and they could probably provide some. Many have been arranged with roles specific to where you need to find yourselves in the experience.
Oh, it's a group experience.
It need not be. You can share the same singular experience or engage in a group experience if that is more to your liking. The group experiences are priced appropriately as a single experience per person.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'll slide over 8 credits, 3 credits for a tip for the bartender, so.
Oh, we're not allowed to accept tips here.
Well, it's a little
I'll take
sad
it.
to not be.
We are
a little-
we are compensated quite well. Don't worry.
Good wages.
Wow. Just want to
Right.
reward those who do good work. And I'll raise the glass. Thanks a lot, too.
The sentiment is very appreciated.
I'm definitely drinking this all in one shot. I'm gonna say to myself as I walk around.
You drink it, and it is this bizarre blend of like whiskey at the front and that sort of spiced rum sweet punch at the back, with just like this little bit of acrid smokiness that kind of hangs around afterwards. And you actually like after you finish drinking it and like you breathe out a little bit of that smoke.
I like it.
A little too fancy for me.
Give me
Let's see what.
a toughness test.
Ah, fuck, since I'm so good at those. Yeah, it's a straight roll. Okay. You got me in trouble last time. No rollsies for you. Alright, let's see. Jesus. That's a 7.
7.
Oh my god.
That's fine. It's just it is a stiff drink, but you're handling it well enough.
Okay.
You have a little moment, but
Yeah.
you're fine.
You do
Yeah,
not
like,
you do not drink it
warm.
gracefully. Yeah.
No, it's just warm here and it's just like solid, just
Mhm.
ice going down. It's like smooth.
Smooth.
Maybe more of a sipping drink than a sculling drink.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds great.
hang on, what do we know of Soma? Like, is there anything that FaZe has given us that would sort of indicate how to find her? Or, like, any clues?
Nope.
Well,
She's
what
just
I'm
here.
thinking is we scroll through the menu, see if we can find her.
You think she's a private option? Like, working here?
Might be. They never said that she was working here, did they? They just said she knew she was in the
They just-
building.
Just that she's here. Was this a one-story building or like a... No, you said that there was a tower.
It's kind of like from the outside, it's one of those like 1.5 to 2 stories. Architecturally, it's weird enough that you're having a hard time telling if there is an upstairs or not. You don't see any stairs at the moment.
Doesn't mean there's no elevators somewhere else. Cool. Okay.
So, I mean, it's worth looking, right? And if we can find an experience that is one of her memories, that gives us more information, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. It depends on what memories they upload. It could just be nothing. Could be someone else that uploaded something about her, but they probably wouldn't allow it if she worked here.
I was just gonna say, why would they have her memories here if she was actively here?
But what if she's not? What if she's actively providing memories here?
Yeah, what if... Would we know if memories are being followed? Are they removed completely from the individual, like as a means to forget if they so wished?
It depends. You know that technology exists, but it can also just be a copy. It doesn't have to be a cut.
But it can be a cut.
It can be a
Yeah.
cut.
You can get your memory erased on like as like an option.
Yeah, so who's to say she's not selling bad memories? Or memories she doesn't want anymore?
I mean, it
Do
would...
we know people come here to like live out their deepest, darkest fantasies and wishes and curiosities? The staff, they're all human?
They seem to be.
They're all her.
Yeah.
Just curious
I have
too.
this weird feeling.
Since I was kind of preoccupied with the bartender, I probably would not have noticed Sad being there immediately.
You
right?
did not notice Sad. And that, speaking
Okay.
of which, Sad, what are you up to? You've had this group
Yeah.
come up,
Yeah.
attempt interaction, and then just fucking bail.
Yep. Well, that was weird. Okay. I have an ID scanner, which lets me
Ooh.
track people within 50 meters.
Mm-hmm. Oh. This
Can
game's
I-
gonna make me convert meters to feet.
Haha.
3 feet to a
150.
meter.
Yeah.
What is that
Yeah.
in freedom units? Hold on.
150 feet. No, 105.
150.
Yeah, it's
150.
Yeah.
It sounds
150 about, yeah. 164.042.
Yeah.
Eh.
Okay, we don't need to go that freedom. So
Not that free. Hold on.
So, can I be tracking this person?
Do you have to have seen them before? Or does it just say ID scanner?
It's a bio ID scanner.
Bio-
It just says you can track people within 50 meters.
Okay.
Person.
Love me some OSR goodies.
Yep.
Where it's just like, you could do this. Okay.
Here.
Oh,
Why
man.
not?
I love that that's an illegal item. Incredible.
Yep.
And you're using it here.
Yep.
It's
In-
fine.
You know what? I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna do some stuff real quick. You roll me a knowledge check.
All right.
It's gonna go swimmingly.
And remember, you have a glitch too now.
Yeah, it is. It's 20.
20. Yes. You are getting like a solid like blip, blip, blip.
Oh fuck.
Of who?
Whereabouts? Do I have a general?
Man, so this is the thing, is that you're looking at like the readout, and if you were you're not like, it's giving you location and it's like location and distance. It's not giving you layout of like the building you're in.
Sure.
What the fuck is this place? Because it's like at a weird like angle from where you are. It's back behind those doors, but like whatever these back rooms look like, it's hallway soup or something's going on, because it's at a weird angle and distance from you. It's not, this building is not a grid.
All right. Interesting. I think I'm gonna just start heading that direction. See,
Okay.
like what's over there.
To the doors.
Yeah, like
Is that where the hollow doors are?
They aren't hollow doors. They are physically doors.
No, I meant like as in to go to the hollow area. My bad.
Yes. It is the doors to go to the hollow area. Yeah.
And can we see Sad move?
I figure we're
You do.
moving in the same direction.
Okay. Can I just? What kind of menus are they? Like laminated bits of paper, or are they
It's-
like the fancy?
No, it's
Fancy
well
books.
for the drinks. Yes, there are like the fancy books. The drink and like food menus are. For the hollows, the desk that surrounds that sort of weird pillar is just all touchscreen, and you can just see this like big scrolling Rolodex of all of the different things that are in there. And it's not organized by like title. It is organized by theme, mood, and sort of the same way that the bartender was interacting with FaZe. It is asking for what you want to experience rather than
Process
what
of
is to be
elimination.
experienced. Yeah.
Cool.
But if you say, when you said earlier, the Flim Flam Lashian, you could
Flim
search
Flam
her up,
Lashian.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So could you search anyone?
So there is a under the sex category, like after you click that, it's split into the general categories of blood, sex, and power. After you click sex, it goes by type, by person, or randomize.
Okay. And if I go into
Gender,
power,
bloods.
does that also have the same by person, by
Power,
search?
it goes in, it also gets into by type, by person, randomize.
That's probably the right one to check, right? Is anyone watching us search right now?
They're watching in the same way that you would watch anyone ordering at a menu across the table from you. They're like, oh, what are they getting? Like, maybe.
Should we look them up? Should I look her up? Or should I
Would
look
that-
up mirrored eyes? Should I
Maybe
look
just
up?
look up mirrors? Like, we don't want to be too
Sad,
obvious.
are you just going for the doors?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, because I was going to grab a menu and then go back to him.
The
And
coat
then-
check lady, as you get close, is like, will you be joining someone that's already in an experience?
Yes.
Who are you joining?
TV Queen.
Ah. Go through the third door, choose chains, hair, spikes.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Do we hear that?
And that's the
Yeah,
last
good.
that we see of Sad.
That's the last that we see of Sad. Give me a whatchamacallit, presence.
Because there were two things that I wanted to do. Like, get close to Sad and try again.
glitch. You have a glitch, Mo.
Only one.
The one that I gave you?
Mm.
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, see, it's not. I don't think it's worth that much.
I wanted
darn.
to get close and try and talk to them again. Or even just over here. And then see if I could find or view what was happening on their board.
Sorry,
So I'm
what
happy to
was
make
that?
2 checks.
What were you trying to
So-
do again?
I wanted to get close enough to like start interacting with Sad again.
Okay.
Or at least, if I can't get that close, at least here.
Okay. You can
and
also give me a
then-
presence check to see if you
Yeah.
hear that. Because Sad isn't interacting with like the menu. Sad's just going to the back of the room, back to those doors.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if I can try and see, because I imagine like they would have done something on their board. If they're moving, see if I can't see what's on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to make 2 checks.
Sure.
So 2 presents.
Just one presence to see if you hear / notice Sad leaving.
21.
21. With that, ooh, excellent. With that, you definitely do see Sad leaving, and you also hear that brief bit of conversation. So you also hear the door 3 chains hair spikes.
But I didn't hear TV girl.
You hear TV Queen. Yeah.
TV queen. Yeah. Oh god, my memory.
Does anyone know? Anyone know what TV Queen is?
Yeah, I don't recognize.
Mm-mm. And we do have a new pop-up ad. I need to go.
Oh,
look
let's
at-
go.
Oh no.
I added to the chaos.
Add to the chaos. So Haley, give me a D3.
I also love how I'm still completely oblivious Sad
Agreed.
exists.
To the what? You're completely oblivious to the what?
No, that Sad's even here.
Oh,
because
that's even, yeah.
Conlin, I'm sorry.
How Sad wants it.
Ah.
3. Popping up in all of your RCDs, including Sad's, the following plays.
In order to adhere with new safe advertising regulatory compliance measures, you are being given the choice between experiencing Sad now or later. Which would you prefer?
Experiencing what now or later?
The ad. What do you each pick?
I'm gonna say yes.
I didn't hear it.
Now or later?
Experiencing the pop-up ad.
Yeah. In order to adhere with new safe advertising regulatory compliance measures, you are being given the choice between experiencing this ad now or later. Which would you prefer?
Now, while we're not distracted.
Now.
I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, before
Now.
we get into this hollow now.
Yeah, now.
Now. What'd you say, Face?
I said now.
Okay, excellent. You all picked now. Oh, bummer. I don't get to do it.
Yeah,
Later
this
on
is
too.
exactly the point,
You
Matthew.
saw my trick, haha. 20% off! It's not just an exhibitionist's preferred outfit. It's a way of life for us at Level 1 gamers. Need dice? We got them. Need bugs? We got them. Stickers? We got them. Thermonuclear devices that can fit inside a briefcase? check back later. And everything, we mean everything, is 20% off with discount code TOY22, 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 dab, 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 TOY22, dab, dab, toy, dab 22.
Lots of dabbing. Is this cumulative, or can we stack this on top of the other 20% that we have?
You didn't get a new 20% off, but that ad just played. That was, you all picked the correct option, having it now rather than later.
Oh.
If it had done it now, you would have had +3 DR to all of the tests during whatever encounter was happening. Because
we were being distracted.
It would have come back louder later.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh,
Cool.
goddamn.
Amazing.
That is wonderful. Should we get you some boots drone delivered?
No, I'm okay. I'm good for now.
Okay. I really
You
enjoyed those
keep-
hollow heels.
They're kind of fun. I get to wear heels and not get sore afterwards. Plus, it's a great calf workout.
So what was the other thing you were trying to do, Clock?
I wanted to see if I could pick up on what was happening on Sad's board.
Cyberdeck.
The cyber deck?
That one. Yeah.
Okay. It's a tool, so there's nothing happening on it. You would have to roll
Oh,
like a
I
knowledge
I
check.
thought it was
to-
like a big.
it's like
screen.
it's like a it's more like a keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
there's
like
an actual screen on it.
the way I picture it, it's like a mechanical keyboard basically, and then it jacks into like the RCD that Sad wears as like the monitor, basically, like the screen.
Oh.
There is like a like LCD, basically this thing, but like on the back of it, it's like for more, broadcasting.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, aesthetics.
So I'm probably not going to be able.
You would have to roll a high knowledge check to be able to scope out, like, I would give you like maybe what it could do a little bit, but it'd be tough to swing that on a glance.
Screw it.
Just remember door 3.
Natural 20 minus 2.
Well, 18.
Amazing. I will let Conlon, you could decide which one of the apps does Clock know, like at a glance, maybe what that
Yeah.
app is.
I think it makes sense that it would be Trolley Skipper. The other one is the like custom burned hacker one.
Yes.
So yeah, one of the apps in the deck is Trolley Skipper, which is automated defenses have trouble tracking a person of your choice and prioritize other available targets.
And with that roll, in general, the cyber deck is basically the tool of hackers. It's what they need to be able to do their stuff. Apps let them do crazy shit at a moment's notice, and cyber decks are what allows you to actually do like more complicated hacks.
Damn, that thing is cool.
So Sad, are you going through the door?
Look at you one.
Yes. I think I'm gonna like confidently walk through and then look to see if there's any cameras on the inside.
Sure. You go through. It is immediately like the floor underneath you. This is one of those hallways that's like backstage at a theater. It's just too narrow to where like you could pass through comfortably, but if another person were heading the other way, someone be touching something. And it is like mesh chain link underneath your feet. It's like that sort of like stadium kind of hallway kind of thing. And you are seeing like off to your left and right every once in a while these like completely metal blacked out doors that all have very private key code kind of things going on. But then you do reach the end of a hallway, and you've been enclosed this whole time. It opens up and you can actually see like cages swinging up above and like little like glass bubbles where you can see like people inside cavorting about. And at the end of the hallway, it splits at a Y intersection with the left side reading bubbles and the right, I said left side reading bubbles, right side reads chains.
All right. I'll take chains.
Okay. You go down that hall and you very quickly see the motif. There are just chains hanging of all different sizes, and they're like right at like annoyingly head height where it's like, oh, this would be cool. Ow, they're fucking actually heavy. Ow. Like it's just, you're like, moving through this sea of chains, and like now they kind of open up into larger open areas, and you can hear all kinds of noises coming in from the various people filling these rooms. There are lots of sort of lounge chairs, but all strung up by chains, and so there are people like laid back, their RCDs flickering high amperage of light into their eyes as they escape into the hollow, and they're just sort of swinging in the air. Some people are hung up by the chains with like little straps around their arms and stuff, and you can see that like as the hollow is flashing, it's like actually like moving them a little bit to add extra kinesis sensation to the hollow. Moving through this area, you eventually hit another Y intersection that's branching left and right. To the left is teeth, and to the right is hair.
All right. I'm gonna pause here and see the other people asking about what I was doing. It kind of throws Sat off a little bit. So he's gonna just chill for a second, see what happens.
Looking to the left, the teeth, you could see it quickly turns into this like Memento Mori kind of hallway with just skulls implanted into the two sides and with just all these wide smiling teeth set in them. And to the right, you just see what looks like the most pristine, well-made, well-lubricated version of a McDonald's play zone slide that is coated in a wall of like fine textured cloth. And what lies at the bottom of that slide, we will find out when we get back from break. Go get your
Excuse you.
go get your bathroom snacks. Go clean your hair so that someone can slide down it into a pit of strange holographic ecstasy. And we will be back in just a few minutes.
So it doesn't get caught in those chains.
Yeah. There's lots
that would be really painful.
Lots. Yeah. OSHA is not present here.
No.
We will be back in 10 minutes. See you then. We're back! Pow!
Dance party.
Dance party. I messed up the screen that we went to, so the timer was a little bit off. That's okay. We're back now. We're back from break. We've got our toilet snacks. We've got our darker than grays. We're ready to settle in for.
In
I
3
should've
minutes
made
from
one.
now, we can. In 3 minutes from now, we can
Oh,
apologize
yeah.
to anyone who came back with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah. So, when we left off, Sad was exploring the chain hallway and had come to a decision between teeth and hair, with teeth being a row of skulls and hair being a weird encased tube slide wrapped in very silky, soft upholstery. What is everyone else doing back in the front of the house?
You know how like when you start searching something in a search bar and things like pop up before you press enter?
The autocomplete?
Does that happen? Yeah.
Let's say that it does. What are you trying to find?
I put SOM in and I just look at whose faces pop up.
Yeah. it's a hodgepodge of like Somalia, France, Somalia, Germany. Is some dude that I banged that one time. It's just that whole laundry. And the problem is that like first the filter is on for like most use. So you're like, all right, let's get rid of some dude I banged that one time and like switch it up and like give me a knowledge check to see if you can find anything.
Ugh, I'm not using that dice. It's clearly geared for Emberwind, so we're not.
For those that don't know, Emberwind is roll lower. It's good. So that was the joke.
And another one of our best sponsors.
Oh yes.
Indeed.
1920, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right.
Yeah.
Clock, did you share the TV Queen sentiment?
No, I
Did you-
didn't.
Okay, that's fine.
I was
Um,
like, okay.
It's okay. Mo, you notice, just like searching through, nothing comes up with Soma, like mirrored. You just start like punching around and just like intrusive thought searching, like just any word that comes in, and you're just like rapidly scrolling through. You notice something weird that there is like a hidden menu of other. It's not under their usual big three categories of power, sex, and blood. There's an other category, and it is a hodgepodge of nonsense. Like, you're pretty sure one of them is just a trail cam, for like extended footage of a trail cam. One of there's all kinds of things, and one of them, you notice the only reason these jump out to you is that they're all unavailable. It is just a laundry list of old TV shows back from that have been like harvested off of the old net. Basically, there is no like cable television anymore. Everything is streamed, but like the remnants of what was there pre whatever disaster created this world. There is all this leftover footage, like vintage TV serials, and it's all checked out. And you see that it is, I'll say with the Dirty 20, you see that all of these hollows are currently being loaded on loop to the spiked chains and hair room.
They're living life before Psy. Like before the. Oh my god. Okay.
What
That's
channel is this
interesting.
on?
I say that say this chain. What was it? Chains, hair, spikes.
The spiked chains and hair room.
That's the same room that Sad's going to now, where TV Queen is.
I didn't share that.
No, I'm just saying
No.
that for us.
But yes.
In meta, yeah.
Yeah. So I say those words out loud. Do you say anything, Clock?
I think that's where we should go.
That's
Why are you under the impression we need to go there?
Call it a comfortable hunch.
Insight. No, I'm kidding.
You know, I randomly came across this, and if your gut's telling you this is the right way, my gut's what found this in the first place, so let's do this.
And my gut feels heavy from the alcohol. I'm ready to go.
So, we need to get through that door, so we just need to buy something, right?
I'll hold up my drink. It's like, yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Can we scan this drink and see what pops up?
I saw someone just walk in.
You wanna just try and walk in there?
I'm gonna try because I'm like sort of already partially
Sure.
there. I'm gonna go up and just hand back the menu and be like, sorry, I've actually got a friend in there waiting for me.
Which bar are
I
you doing
don't-
this? Are you doing it at the bar, or are you doing this at the coat check?
The coat check, that's where Sad went.
Yeah. Oh, this is for the other bar. That's fine.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can I
no,
can take
sorry.
this. I'll take this over there. It's okay.
Thank you. I don't think I should be having any more. Might
Whatever
ruin the
you wish to
experience.
whatever you wish to experience, it can be experienced.
Mm-hmm. I've got a friend waiting, if you'll excuse me.
What's their name?
The TV Queen.
Give me a presence check.
I fucked that up. 8, 9, 10, 11! Shit!
Oh,
11.
Yes, third door. Chains, hair, and spikes.
Amazing, thank you so much.
It was a low DR. You didn't fuck it up that much. She is busy today, and just like goes about her business.
I walk through.
Okay. What are Mo and FaZe doing?
We're gonna do a group experience based on her drink, I reckon, and then we'll just go down different hallways.
Golly gosh.
You.
You want to? Do you want to?
I feel a little left out of the loop from whatever the fuck this is, so.
FaZe, I just said, do you want to go do an experience based on the drink that you ordered?
I'm gonna, like, look down at the drink I have. Fuck, this is hitting me harder than I thought.
It's just to get through the door, FaZe.
Can you hold my hand and help me through this? I think it's being a little harder.
And I don't hold your hand, I loop my arm through, like, your elbows, so we're, like, locked elbows.
Damn, I'm
And
not that
I-
dirty and grungy.
Oh no, like, this is nicer.
I can't argue with that.
I'll walk over to the door with the lady that's letting people through.
Are you checking out a? Were you checking out a hollow or?
I wanted
Okay.
to scan the drink.
Okay, you scan the drink. That's at the center kiosk, not the coat check kiosk. So you set the drink on the table, and it immediately like brings up, like it quickly flies through that little search window to a curated list. You see all kinds of titles. Clearly, they've curated this collection that is designed to elicit certain things. One of them is called Verily Vor. Another one, Profits and Perforation.
Is there like, can I base them on ratings or something like that? Like filter most used?
You filter most used, and the top result is C-suite murder.
Let's do it.
I am a little uncomfortable.
Oh, you want to do something else?
We signed up for it, so I think we're kind of committed now.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have to go in the room. It's fine. But we're gonna buy this.
Yeah.
So you select that one.
C-suite murder.
The
How much
arm,
money you got?
The arm like actuates
Enough.
over to one of the sections and pulls out a block and swings it around, and one of the attendants comes over. A very fine selection. This is possibly a group experience, should you want it to. There are several roles we have available. Do either of you, any of you, in any preference, want to be victim or perpetrator?
I feel like a victim now.
I think we're just gonna do the same experience because then we don't have to pay twice, right?
Fair enough. Would you like to be victim or perpetrator? And there are 2 different victim roles.
Perpetrator.
I
Perpetrator.
had a funny feeling you were gonna go for that route.
Very well.
Just want to see.
I know you do.
And 2 of these little discs pop out. Not discs, little cartridges.
Mhm.
That would be 110 credits.
I scan over my.
Yep. Your untraceable cred stick? Or
Yes.
your private. Okay, cool.
My untraceable, so now I got 50 left on that one.
Yep. These, by
Well-
the way, allow you access to any number of our themed rooms. For an additional 10 credits, you can receive a private room, if that is more what you would like.
What would the private room entail?
The private room simply means that you do not want any AR voyeurs. Our policy at the club is that any hollow being enjoyed, you can buy voyeur passes, and entering into the rooms allows you to enter into an AR experience of witnessing but not experiencing whatever the person
Think-
within.
We want a public room, but I want a voyeur pass.
Ah, so you do not want this experience?
No, both.
Both. Okay.
We got a public room, so I'm going to be able to do this and others.
I
Very
was not
true.
anticipating an audience, Mo.
You can
You want
have
a private room?
I'm just gonna take another like large swig of the drink. Just
How much is the private room?
the private room would be another 100 credits.
Nah, that's fine. And what about the voyeur pass?
Since you already have a hollow, the voyeur pass is included.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, sorry. I was a bit too excited.
Feel free
And
to
I'm gonna-
choose any room that is available.
Thank you. Go through.
yeah, I'm just getting dragged by Mo. Just
So before that, Clock, you went into hallway 3. So you see the same thing. You see all of those private rooms on either side flanking you, and then eventually a split hallway, bubbles and chains.
I'll take the chains.
Okay. Going through all of these chains, clattering about, kind of bumping into and like spritzing out your little hollow face for a little bit. And eventually you reach Sad, would you have moved on by now? Or are you still chilling at the
So-
intersection?
Okay, so question. My other app,
Yeah.
is everyone wears RCDs. Like that's how you like experience the world, right?
Yes. Yeah. The RCD does not have to be the same as your biological eyes, but it is very often integrated with your biological eyes.
Okay. So my question is, I have an app that makes me invisible to all technology.
Okay.
Does that apply to RCDs?
Oh, let me read the wording on that again. Also, you wanted to do a
Depends on
presence.
what RCD they have.
You wanted to do a presence check for cameras in here, didn't you?
Yes, I did actually ask about that. Yeah, but
Give me that presence check.
I'm rolling really good today. It's a 15.
woohoo.
15. You occasionally see like the shimmer of what might be one of those like camera bubbles hanging out somewhere in the deep black of this. Like, it's a very liminal space in this club where like the hallway that you're in doesn't have a ceiling, and so it just sort of goes off. It's like seeing Space Mountain when your eyes adjust to the low light and you can kind of see the rest of the tracks throughout the dome. It's kind of like
Gotcha.
that sensation.
Okay.
Around you, invisible to all tech, except true. I would say here's the thing: because RCDs integrate with, but don't necessarily override biological vision, you would still be visible to plain old people. You would not be visible to like cameras and stuff.
Okay.
And any RCD that's like prompting extra information, like if someone was like scanning faces and looking for something, it wouldn't proc on you.
Okay. I won't use that just yet then. Can I have like hung back a little bit, going through the chain room? So the like split to hair and
Mhm.
teeth is in the chain room, right?
Yeah, it's in the chain hallway, and there
Yeah,
are all
hallway.
these rooms that branch out and have varying levels of chain-based decor and seating.
Okay. I'm gonna have hung back, I think. Just knowing that there were other people there that were like trying to talk to me and kind of looked out of place. I think Sad is like just double checking that
Yeah.
he's not being followed, kind of thing.
Sure, so he's hanging back, waiting for someone
Yeah.
to actually be following him.
Yeah.
Mo and FaZe, you are now entering room 3
Yes.
or door 3.
Are the doors open if they're empty? Or are they all closed? Or are they curtains? Or what's the...
You're not sure. The private rooms that you immediately enter through
Mhm.
door 3, they're all closed, and they don't look like
Okay.
they open except via some sort of pass key.
Okay.
And as you get to the end of the hallway, you start to see the sign that reads going left bubbles and going right chains. But some figures, you're already selling like, oh, this is gonna be awkward. We have to pass each other in this tight hallway. And the figures coming around out of the hallway are immediately recognizable to you, Mo. You see 2 figures, one each a mirror of their complex makeup that they seem to have chosen to go circuit board now is their new theme. Their jackets are asymmetrical crossbodies with all of this like light going everywhere. It is the twins.
It's the twins.
And they
Now I'm happy
immediately
to
like
see...
come around the corner and they just stop and just see you and like, this place is really going to hell, isn't it?
You didn't mind me last time you saw me.
You
It was a
know these-
low spot for us.
You know these two?
Yes, I do.
Oh, then they should be in your utility belt, shouldn't they?
I was about to say, are you still doing that weird thing where you collect people's smells?
It's not weird.
It's definitely weird. We are in the kinkiest club this side of Go, and it's fucking weird.
I have to agree with them. Oh, it's a little weird.
Get over it.
I have
And I-
hollows. At least it's normal.
Just... What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, the usual. Little bit of
Do I know
death,
what the usual is?
little bit of death, little bit of towering, little bit of everything. The one that has the longer hair, one of them has very short, sort of buzzed up hair. The other one has long hair and a ponytail, and she's kind of waggling it around a finger. Yes. When you smell us, by the way, what do you remember?
Oh, fond memories, of course. And as I'm doing this, I want to be like walking up to them. So like
Yeah.
you said, we have to like squeeze past each other to
Yeah.
get through. So I'm continuing, and like as she says that, I'm like close to her face. I want to be like squeezing through, and I'm just like, very fond memories. I wear you every day, and I'm looking at the one with the long hair as I
Mhm.
pass through.
Is your friend interested? Can we leave them behind and you could wear us again? There's a free room down the hall.
I thought you said it was a low point in your life.
Well, I'm feeling a little high. I need to get back to middle.
Maybe later. Which room?
Bubbles and touch.
Bubbles and touch. I'll see you there later.
We're going to go get a drink. If you want to be our bite, come by later. And they both like smush past very slowly. Like 3 people do not fit across in this hallway, but you're making it work.
Full body
That was-
contact.
Yeah.
Full body contact. I wish
I'm
I was wearing just a
uncomfortable.
towel. I keep moving forward.
Okay.
I do not look back.
Do not look back. Yeah.
No, and I am hoping that phase is following because when I get to the Y, I'm going to be lost again.
I look like I took like the whole entire drink in one go, and the drink is still in the bottle. So I'm just like,
You quickly start moving again. Clock, would you say you are keeping pace to where they wouldn't be able to catch up given that interaction?
Yeah, I went through way before them.
Yep.
And
I'm quicker.
I didn't know if you were pausing to like wait on them or just still trucking it.
no, I just went because I'm keeping up the ruse that I said that I had a friend waiting for me.
Yes.
So I'm just going.
Okay. You keep going. Sad. You see Clock coming down this hallway. There's nowhere to hide in these hallways. They are tiny, and Clock is just like clanking through this little chain curtain. You are also passing through these rooms. One of them you could see lowering into it is one of those like big cage balls, and it just has like several people attached to the outside, and it's just sort of spinning all around.
There we go. Oh man, I didn't think about the fact that there was nowhere to hide when I did this. Shit. All right.
Yeah, I was saying that technically that like Clock is visible coming down the hall, but it also does apply to you. Yes.
Yep. I think Sad is just gonna wait and let Clock walk up to him. Oh, why are you following me?
I'm not. But that looks like fun. And then I'm going to turn and take the this slide.
Okay, you're just going straight for the hair slide.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in front. So it's like I'm not following you. Like this is where I'm going.
Gotcha. Yep. And you fly down. It has none of those horrible playground static electricity bites or weird
Oh, good,
plastic
because
bits.
it's probably just my
It,
bare
yeah.
ass.
Yep.
Is it just hair covered in super lube?
It is this like extremely slick, like almost somewhere between like crushed velvet and like a polyester material as you just slide down, and is covering some sort of metal backing to keep the slide rigid, and it has like a little bit of undulation as it goes, and you land into God, not liking that description. Land into what is essentially a ball pit filled with like yarn balls. Just whoop.
Are they like soft and plushy, like the good
Mhm.
quality
Yeah, they're
yarn
like
balls, or they're the staticky, itchy ones?
They're like squishmallows. It's just a giant ball pit of squishmallows.
I want to grab the.
Made of human hair. This is
No.
what I'm picturing.
I imagine that that's what the tunnel was, and because like to me the texture was just like a freshly shaven head.
There is a hair motif happening. You have yet to encounter anything that makes you think it is human hair being used
Okay.
for the purposes of the decor.
I'm just gonna grab a random yarn ball and continue to wherever I can see spikes.
Sure. You continue out of this big squishmallow ball pit. There are actually several doors arrayed around one of them. There's one stairway that says teeth, theoretically, I guess, walking back up into that section. Then you see one labeled oil and another one labeled spikes.
I act like I own the place and go to spikes.
As you are walking through, you're kind of just like going, and you're not really noticing that like there are just people just like meshed in with all the squishmallows, and they're just sort of like lounged out, hollows flickering in their eyes as they just sort of like warble in and out of existence in this pit of squish.
Is it like actually one of those like foam pits where you've got to like?
It's
one of
a
those
lot of
gymnastics
it, like
things?
it goes it like you're at full like chin height and squishmallow.
So I'm literally crawling over people whoever's
Yes.
in my amazing.
Yep, like you feel your foot pushed down on someone, and they don't notice because the hollows are completely taking them out of this world.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna try and like climb up on one, and then do the whole hop, skip, and jump across the people.
Across the people. Give me an agility test for funsies.
Okay. I'm good at that, relatively. Not as good as I thought. 18!
18, okay. The
Natural
failure,
17.
The failure case was going to wander into exhibitionist territory, and I'm glad we avoided it. Because I was going to say it'd be impossible to find your bath towel in this Squishmallow pit. There's no textural difference. How would you find
It's
it?
me in a harness!
Yep. But you do like hop, skip, and jump and make your way. It eventually it's a slow, gradual bowl up to the level where the hallways are, and you start heading down the spikes hallway. Sad. What were you doing after Clock just like, well, I'm going that way. Foomp.
Just follow, I guess. Like, disappointed that the "why are you following me" didn't work.
Yep.
Just going forward.
Yep. You very quickly find yourself similarly squishmallowed, and you can see Clock getting out of the squishmallow pit and heading down the spikes hallway.
Sad has a moment of remembering this and coming back to it later, and gets out of the squishmallow pit as well.
Let's see. This is wild level of party splittage. And Mo and FaZe, what are you doing? You are going down this chains hallway, and you are seeing those rooms off to the sides of varying levels of chain-based arrangements.
Yes. How in depth do I need to be with someone to voyeur in? Can I look over there and press a button and I get a little screen, or do I have to go over there and plug myself in?
Once you step into the room, there is a prompt. There's like this little like loading, and then a prompt of allowing yourself to voyeur in.
Cool. I want to like follow the rooms and just until I see the most interesting looking activity happening until I bother.
Sure. Interesting is probably the giant cage ball with people strapped to it.
Yes, that definitely is the one I want to voyeur in on.
That one you voyeur into, and you can see it is one of those like death balls where the motorcycles get on the inside and just like drive around, and you can see all of the people that were like chained to it are on motorcycles and are driving around and doing this like stunts show, like living vicariously through what it would be like to be one of the athletes doing the stunt show.
Yeah. Oh, that's heckin' cool as fuck. All right, I unplug and keep moving. I don't want to waste too much time because we are following someone, and I want to make sure Clock's there.
You do. FaZe, FaZe, are you also doing any voyeuring, or are you?
Yep.
Eyes on the
Nope.
prize.
To see Mo have that interaction and still being somewhat uncomfortable being pressed so close to two near identical bodies that I do not know.
The twins definitely did not shy away from pressing in on you as well. It was very uncomfortable that their familiarity with Mo just segued straight into sandwiching down the hall.
I was associated by association, and I am uncomfortable.
You're welcome.
So, well, it's just making me wonder. Well, that whole interaction, I'm just like, how the fuck does Mo actually get the perfume from? I thought there was like no one left once Mo was done. They just like were wiped off the face of the earth, and that's it. So it's making me second guess a lot of stuff.
I juiced them.
Yeah, you drained them.
I don't know, some vampire shit, and you like get their essence or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Exactly what I did. Vampire
And then
shit.
my
I got
hollows
their
are different. My hollows are different, where it's like Haven Dasselhoff that I always like watch and stuff, like the very tame stuff, not, you know.
Havid Dasselhoff wins this entire episode for parody names. That was fantastic.
So it's
I love it.
you know, FaZe is just kind of second guessing a lot of stuff right now, and proceeds to take another giant swig of her drink. So
Excellent. You eventually reach the end of the hallway, and you see the same teeth and hair options.
Aside.
we're supposed to go down that.
Yeah. Please.
Oh, did you go down already?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I went down.
Okay.
I was about to say,
Yeeted herself.
"Please."
That was me.
I'm
Yep.
just like, I'm looking down at the drink, I look down at the slide. I'm looking back to where we came from, and I'm just like, I could just leave. That's all I could do. I could just leave. Fuck me. I imagine I don't have that much left in my drink, so I'm gonna like chug the last of it and then just yeet myself down.
As you finish it, a panel in one of the walls like opens up. I can take that for you.
They really meant voyeurism, and I'm gonna just set it on the panel.
And
I'm gonna jump head first down the slide because I would love an end to all this personally.
you sadly, no end comes except maybe accidentally bumping into the back of Mo as you plummet down into Squishmallow Central.
Depending on how much time I want to have
Yeah.
scooped Squishmallows up and I want to ditch him at phase as soon as she comes out the end of the slide. Just fun.
Just pelted. Boom.
Yes. Phase doesn't seem to be having much fun here, so I'm trying to like help that.
I have to imagine that these like Squishmallow things are vaguely damp with just like liquid.
Perfectly dry.
All right. Shut
I don't buy that one fucking bit, man.
I did the wet cloth balls on Monday. Today's dry cloth balls. We gotta diversify.
Diversifying. Yes. Yeah, perfect.
Sad, are you trying to catch up to Clock or just following at normal speed?
I think just following at normal speed for now, seeing where they go, and then as they get more and more towards the same place that I'm heading, getting more and more suspicious, but also sort of like, yeah, let's let them go in first and see what happens.
Clock and Sad, kind of a few seconds delayed from one another. You enter into an area that is more open. It's more like almost like a laser tag arena with just these big spikes coming up and making these like abstract shapes that sort of corral you into the suggestion of hallways, but they aren't really hallways. And so you're constantly catching glimpses of rooms beyond the hallway that you're finagling through, and there's all these different like little lights and stuff. Some of the spikes are chromed out so as to catch that light and like amplify it inside of the rooms, but the hallway area, the hallway faces are always this like muted, dusky, like almost like those sound rooms where it's just the spike textures and like the foam to kind of catch light and sound and just dull it. That's the kind of area that you're going through right now. Yeah, both of you make presence checks. Because this place actually, the other places have been following pretty linear hallway paths. This one actually kind of branches out a little bit to where you might not be following each other and you might find stuff at different times. So both give me a presence check.
Ooh. 8.
14.
Okay. Sad, you are actually the first one you don't find Clock, but you do find a room with 3 people lounging on a couch. 2 of them do not have their hollows active. 2 of them are hooded with these sort of like heavy tattoo marks all over what little of their face that you can see. One of them, it looks like their mouth is completely covered by like some sort of metal band going across it. And the person in the middle immediately fits the description that you saw posted on that DeepNet job posting. It is Soma. Her pale face and bleached white hair pulled back taut. Her outfit is this bizarre pantsuit that is well tailored and perfectly fit with these like almost bone looking rings that adorn her fingers. The only ones that are metal are fashioned into the shape of skulls, although one of them looks to be a glass skull that is filled with some sort of like vaguely crusted over liquid. There is her black pantsuit has like a weird crinkle to it that gives you the feeling of like charred flesh polished to a gloss. There is what looks like a spine wrapped around her waist as a belt. And you do see the chromed over eyes hidden beneath a hollow display that is over her eyes.
They all look like they're like jacked in and
The
not.
two that are next to her are, one of them is hollowed in, the other one that's in the hood just kind of like is like sort of sitting forward, hands like crossed, and like looks up at you and is just like noticing
Okay.
you but not doing anything else.
Okay. And then I guess in terms of the actual like bounty board thing that we're actually hunting here, what is the objective?
The objective is to get Soma into you would know as a hacker that when you do a dive, you can basically like give yourself an entry code, which is your destination. It's like your first browse. It's whatever destination part of the net you're going to. The goal is to get Soma jacked into a dive at a specific location.
Okay.
And you know that dives are a hardware and mental intensive process.
Okay. So not something that I could do.
You could
here.
not, if you had the capability of doing it remotely, that would be some dope ass tech.
All right. I don't think Sad was necessarily prepared for other people to be here, or to like just come upon this like right away.
And she
So
is sort
what-
of sprawled, sitting back, one leg crossed over the other, just sort of tapping her toe in the air of these like, you could see like red carpet on the bottom style shoes, just simple flats in a bone white color with a little bit of gold trim.
Okay.
She has her arms splayed out behind the two figures that are with her. The one with the banded face or mouth is just like also like sort of just like looking around inside whatever this hollow is, whereas the other one is watching you.
Okay. Is she in a hollow? Sorry,
She is in a hollow, yes.
Okay, cool. I have lost track of where
Yep.
people were.
No,
in
it's
certain
fine.
places. Okay. Shit.
If you want to think a second,
Yeah.
Mo and FaZe, you have exited the Squishmallows, or you are in the Squishmallows. You see the teeth, spikes, and oil hallways. All of them sort of, the teeth one is stairways up, whereas the spike and oils are both heading out.
Spikes. I want to voyeur in on one of the Squishmallow guys just to see what's going. What are you
Sure.
doing?
You sort of like swim through the Squishmallows, and you can just see it is a room of impossible decadence. It is he is just sort of swimming in flesh. He is just like bouncing between giant boobas that have been artificially constructed into a bounce house of tentacular fun.
Amazing. This looks amazing. And I unplug, give him a pat on the head. I'm proud of you. And I
Who's there?
Do I want to know what they're voyeuring in?
That's
Kitties.
No wonder I feel damp after that fun trip in the pool.
I reach
You
my
might
hand
want
out
to
and
rethink
help
that.
FaZe out of the Squishmallows.
Clearly all the sweat from all the swimming.
It's just sweat. Although, as we all know, sweat.
After a few moments, like dryers turn on from like the floors.
I also hold on.
It's real
Actually, somebody
humid
roll
in
me a d20. I want to explain this somehow because I know
Oh,
that this
God.
is apparently bugging everyone as to how this is work. Anyone roll me a d20?
I got a 14.
14's high enough. I was just looking for high.
17.
It is at that moment that you all hear this like, please stay stationary, and these like grabby like claws, like a claw machine, come down and just like
Oh
very
my
gently
God.
pick all of you up, and all of the other patrons in here are picked up. The floor like falls away and all of the Squishmallows fall out, and then the floor recedes back into a pristine bowl, and a chute opens up in the ceiling and just dumps gallons and hundreds of pounds of Squishmallow freshly laundered back into this bowl room, and then it
they're all
sets you
toasty.
all back down into the Squishmallow pit.
Are they nice and toasty
Yes.
and warm?
They are, there is a little bit of warmth to it that is
I
very
get the
relaxing.
fuck out of the pit and I scramble.
I quickly go back to the boob hollow for a moment. and then I get out of the thing.
Yeah, just one last little bit. Okay, there we
One
go.
last little bit with the toasty toasty titties.
It's not humidity, thank goodness.
Sorry guys. Sorry everyone. Sorry everyone watching.
Incredible.
Sorry
I
Billy.
think I need.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. So y'all are busting out into the Spikes room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Give me presence checks, both of you. Clock, you're kind of
check. Okay.
presence.
Oh, sorry.
21.
21.
Presents, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What?
Hi, Billy.
Hey Billy.
You should spend some channel points while you're here. We need another pop-up ad.
Billy, save me, please.
No.
It's the land of boba, and I did not expect the land of boba.
You love it.
Toasty boba.
That's a 21 from Mo. FaZe,
Yeah.
what'd you get on presents?
I had a 19.
19. Okay. You both quickly find Clock. And Mo, you kind of like also see, like, as you were passing like through and like kind of see through these like weird architecture bends, you see that dude from before. He's a couple rooms away. Billy wants me to kill y'all as retribution.
You haven't even used one patch yet.
I know, it's great. So he, you can see him a couple rooms away, like just somewhere over there. But you both are looking around, and you notice two things. One, you also notice Sad, but you also notice Clock. You find Clock just sort of like ambling around, a little bit lost. Mo, and you really need a darker marker so that your
Yeah.
signs for help can be seen more easily. Mo and FaZe, you both notice a small bit of shimmer up on top of one of the spikes. It's this sort of like weird, like funhouse structure, right? And
Right.
there's just, for a second, you saw what looked like a humanoid shape in utterly skin-tight shimmer. You saw no clothing, no texture, no anything, just the outline of like someone with arms and legs and a head watching around, and it was just that like predator shimmer, and then it's like you went to focus on it and it's just not there anymore.
That's not a good sign.
Mm-mm. It could be someone else that's looking for Soma. We should get there quickly.
It's not Watana, is it? She hasn't been reprogrammed.
That would be fast. This was the same day. By the way, did y'all actually roll to rest? Just to remind y'all of hit points.
No.
No,
I've
we
got-
didn't.
I've
Didn't know
got
we could.
10 out of 13.
I think y'all could roll a d6 because y'all had like the
Oh,
equivalent of the 10-minute breather after that big combat.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, thank God.
Not that it'll be relevant.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that fills my.
Yeah, of course it won't be relevant.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I'm interested to know what Was thinks this is, because I don't know if you know.
Do
I
we?
had two theories, but now I'm like rethinking my theories a little bit.
I like it.
Do we just get one
1d6.
reroll?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, thank God. I got
it's-
6 pack.
It's technically only a d4, but you know what? I'll give it to you. I messed up.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank God. All right, I got 6 back maximum. Which
So,
I really needed because I yeeted myself out of a window. Okay. Maybe they haven't found her yet. Maybe that's the reason why whatever that was is just hanging around out here.
Yeah,
Do you
I
share with me
imagine.
that that's what you've seen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all standing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like just outside the door?
I reckon we're moving back towards where Sad was, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
y'all
I'm
meeting up
imagining
with
Sad in the room with everybody, and we're sort of like still in the spiky corridor.
Yeah. On the outside of that room.
Yeah.
It's either one of her own security guards or one of the beauty's security guards, or it's another bounty hunter.
Well, as of right now, it looks like we're in the clear, so to speak, since Mo was kind enough to purchase a hollow for us to view. So as of right now, we're still considered customers.
Just want
We
to
have.
put my
Then let's go in and use it.
head inside the room and press voyeur mode.
I'm the perpetrator.
I should not have given Haley this voyeur mode. I've given her too much
No.
power. So y'all going into the? Are y'all going to where Sad is and just like going into the room and just like, hey, what's up? And just like bumping past and going in.
Yeah,
think
no, I'm
so,
gonna
yeah.
like deliberately brush past them wherever they're standing, and just plop myself on the couch, same position as Soma is. Obviously now
Yeah.
we know that she is here, and then I'm gonna do like the whole exaggerated leg over the other
I was
one
about-
In your towel.
In the bathroom.
in my towel.
A very different kind of voyeuring happens for just a moment.
Yeah, I unplug quickly just and then
When you Mo, when you sink into the voyeur mode for this room, you see the same three you basically see the room unchanged, except that all of the walls are sort of this like faux wood paneling. It feels more like a smoking room, and there's just a faint haze to it, and there is you're just like searching, like it's just a big fat, like, why is this TV so large? And there's big clunky knobs on it, and this weird like spiked metal thing coming out of the top of this television, and it's just very loud, and you're hearing like recorded laugh tracks and talking and dialogue happening on this like staticky, kind of ugly looking screen. And Soma is just across from it on the couch watching, and you can see she like looks over at you, not with like the hollowed eyes, but with her own biological eyes, like basically being able to like sort of drift her senses out of the hollow, and is seeing like you are in the room as well. Oh, man. Many people. Can I help you?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
just being nosy, seeing what you booked out here.
I'm probably not as entertaining as the other rooms, I'm afraid.
We have a lot of hollows coming here. Where are the rest of them?
Oh, I only experience one at a time, but I don't like to skip around. I want to see them in order.
You don't like to share?
I give them back once I'm done with them.
The order of what?
These shows.
Cam trails?
What'd you say?
Trail cams?
No. Come. Sit if there's room next to your friend. They
Yeah,
are
sit down.
evidence of a simpler time, when villainy stayed in its office chairs and private lounges. And you can see there is two women on the screen with like a weird conveyor belt that is just spilling like pastries and
Yes.
berries everywhere, and they are just like scrambling around, covered in what looks like cream pies, and it is just a giant mess. And there's this like constant laugh track. Thank you.
Well done, Matt.
Wonderful.
Just curious, while Soma is saying all this, is this out loud for even
This is
people
out
who are
loud, both
not?
in and out of
Okay.
voyeur mode. Everyone is hearing
Okay.
this.
Okay. Just for
Why don't-
context.
Yep.
Why don't you live these lives instead of watching them?
You can't live these lives. Besides, I don't want to. I long to kill the past, and I delight in learning about my target.
Sad is so confused about what is happening. Like, he came here for this mission, and like these other people have just walked in and are like now just hanging out with the target.
Mm-hmm.
I think his hand is like hovering over a little device at his side, trying to decide if he's gonna use it.
Clock is listening and like paying attention, but she has not taken her eyes off. Sad.
If you're trying to, yeah, I was about to say, if you're gonna try and hide something, give me an agility test.
Me?
Yeah. If you're trying to hide that hand placement,
No, it's not hiding. He's
Okay.
just like, it's just kind of like a hover, like
yeah.
that, you know, that weird like where you hold something and you're like, am I gonna do the thing?
Am I gonna do the
or
thing?
not?"
Just the non-committal hand
Yep.
placement. I would
Yep.
say clock for free. You get to see that. Also, the other dude that's not in the hollow, like looks over, like immediately makes eyes at you, and you can see his eyes are inked. Like he has tattooed his eyes, and they are just this like black and red mottled, like absolute. Like the tattoo has gone wrong, and he doesn't give a shit.
Who's your next target?
I don't know. When my next target is behind me.
Well, you're certainly being very studious and careful.
Can I
and
turn
detailed.
around? Is there that silver fucking thingy? Is that behind her now?
Silver fucking
that thing
like the
moved?
shimmer dude.
Yeah. Have they snuck into the room and are they behind her now?
Give me a presence check, or yeah, presence. Whatever. And you see her pull out from within her jacket a lighter, and this is both in the hollow and in real. And she lights a cigarette and just starts taking a big drag.
14.
14. You don't see anything. No shimmer.
I turn back and watch. Sad again.
Another joke happens on screen, and the thing with like the banded mouth, you see it like kind of like convulse with laughter in the reel, and those that are voyeuring in the hollow, you can see its mouth open wide, and it's like a mechanical jaw. And it's like.
You're certainly keeping up with your studies for whoever your next target is, being very diligent with it.
This place provides both knowledge and safety.
How long have you been watching?
Oh, time is a meaningless construct. There hasn't been a reset yet.
When I was looking at all of those videos, were there like timestamps and stuff like that on them? Like I know I wouldn't have looked at all of them, but like could I have seen how long it would
They
have
probably
gone
have
for?
that data logged somewhere, but it wasn't exposed on that terminal.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Since I'm a little obsessed with hollows, would I have a timeline of just how long a hollow could go before it's reset?
It would be for whatever the duration of the hollow is. Like there are hollows that are theoretically infinite, and that's actually been, I would say that you know this knowledge for free. That has actually been like the equivalent of swatting a hollow fiend, is giving someone a hollow that has no normal end and then hiding the ending somewhere in it to where they just get trapped in a hell and starve while they're in the hollow.
Yikes. I'll message that to I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'll message it and it's just like chance of infinite hollows with hidden endings. Same situation, question mark, question mark, question mark.
why are you all here? Is perhaps a more pertinent question.
I already told you, you ordered all this stuff for so long. I wanted to know what it was and what it was for.
Presence check.
Oh, fuck yes. 22.
Yay!
Nice. I'm gonna use one of my nega glitches and have you reroll
Fuck!
that.
Make me re-roll it?
Uh-huh.
Now Matt has one left.
14
I
plus 4, 18.
I have 2 left.
Wait, when did the third one come up? What
Billy
the fuck?
Billy was the
Billy.
third
Billy
nega
gave me
glitch.
one.
14. Or 18, sorry.
18, yeah.
And is that the same for all of your friends? They seem maybe not your friends. As she sort of makes eyes at Sad.
Actually, that's a good question. Who are you?
Confused?
Well, that's a really odd name, but I'm FaZe. Nice to meet you.
Oh, so we're going with the theme of emotions. Cool. We're here to... I'm gonna give a side eye to Soma. We're here to make friends and have a good time. Stay safe. And I'm still sitting in the same position. I'm mimicking her movements, like
Mhm.
my foot's bouncing in the air as well.
Yeah, it should be noted, Clock, you don't see any of what's been on in the hollow, so you don't know anything about the TV or any of that. Yeah.
No clue.
I'll send a TV emoji to the group chat. Do you... Are you...
Do we know how long she's been like missing for? Like underground for?
FaZe, you can give me another knowledge check.
Okay. Let's see. Whoops, shit. That's a 21.
21. Damn.
Damn.
She's been missing for several years.
I'll message that to Clock. Several years. Exclamation point.
And physically, she doesn't look like she's emaciated or dehydrated. Like, she looks well kept.
Yeah. Pampered even.
I'm gonna, like, because one dude's zonked out, like, in the thing
Yeah.
as well.
The other one is just kind of minding, and like there's been a shift from like casual, like acting cool but on alert, to like noticeably kind of like, what the fuck, this is way too many people now.
I'm just gonna, like, look over at them. What about you? What are you doing here?
I don't make friends.
That's fine. Don't have to be friends to have a good time.
Good times are pointless.
And you must be happiness. Bearing
Just
the
like-
full spectrum of emotions.
Just like sneers at you with like a couple of metal teeth.
Hmm.
I don't think he's the friendly type, Clock.
Nadoi.
Okay, you didn't have to be that blunt.
Sorry.
Can I send like a private message to the ones that just walked in, like the
Yeah.
other people? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna like message and just here for Soma ? Same goal ?
Who are you saying that to? All three of us?
Yeah, all three of you.
New group chat! I sent a bunch of party celebration poppers.
All you're gonna get is the line face from FaZe.
I reckon we could take him.
Do we really want to cause a scene? Oh, no, I'm going to reply in the group chat. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna message in the chat. You guys realize he's right there reading all this, right?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go
he's
Nidori
pronounced
in the
he.
group chat.
I figure that like I meant we can take them as in the 3 on the couch, not sad.
I definitely interpreted that the other way as
Yeah,
well.
same.
Yeah.
I was prepping for a fight.
Yep.
I got some fun tricks up my sleeve.
That's no, sorry, my bad. You're in the group
We only
chat.
need to worry about the one on the couch. Because the other dude's zonked.
But then there's
he's
the shiny
hollowing.
one outside! Exclamation point.
Can I make like a knowledge check to see if I like does the shiny one like
Give me a
ring
knowledge
any
check.
bells?
Give me a knowledge check, and you can follow it up with a presence check.
Okay. 16 for knowledge.
16 for knowledge.
1 for presence.
You have a
Finally
glitch.
bites me.
You have a glitch.
I do have glitches. I'm gonna use a glitch to reroll.
A 2.
I'm gonna use
Is
another
it
glitch to
another
reroll.
one?
No, it's a
Okay.
4 that time. Oh my god. Okay, well it's a 5.
5.
Oh my god!
No.
Fine, I still have 1 glitch.
The only thing that comes to mind is like, oh, maybe it's not the thing you can do, right? Because that wouldn't hide from biological eyes. This must be some sort of like stealth suit tech. Y'all just giving yourselves
Metagaming.
more glitches, you jerks. So stealth suit immediately comes to mind. And as that comes to mind, there is this odd sensation, imagined or otherwise, of breath on the nape of your neck.
Wait,
And we are going to stop
ooh,
there for the evening.
Can I add to the suspense?
Sure.
As
Give
that
it.
sensation hits sad, he smacks the button on the thing he was doing, and he was hovering over, and a noisemaker goes off.
What does this noisemaker do mechanically?
It's the noisemaker in the equipment table. It like interrupts all technology for D4 minutes, I believe.
Okay.
It is blocks remote communication and surveillance within 20 meters. Sorry, not all technology. For within 20 meters for D4 minutes. So it's just like
Remote communications
noise,
and
yeah. Surveillance.
surveillance.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
well,
The
shit.
noisemaker goes off, and you hear a voice just like hovering up above your head. Beauty is only skin deep. I'll find yours. And we will see what happens next time we get to play Psy.
No! I hate it! Give me more, give me more, give me more.
No! Thank you, everybody, for coming out to watch this enjoyable little dive back into the world
Yes.
of Psy, back into the city of Psy.
I love Sai so much.
There was too much flesh in this episode.
There's
no
so
thank
much
you.
flesh.
not enough
Flesh.
flesh.
Not enough!
More flesh.
More flesh.
More crispy titties.
flesh.
Toasty titties.
Did you say
More
crispy
toasty titties!
Crispy. Concerning.
Kentucky fried titties, seasoned with
fried
23 mystery flavors and spices. Dunk them in a sauce.
Are you seriously putting KFC and Tatas in the same sentence?
I mean, I'm sure they use chicken breast for their
They
chicken.
do chicken breast. It's right there. It's front door joke. Anyways, thanks everybody for. We can't wait until next week. Maybe we'll be back in Mongolia. Maybe we'll see what happens with Mr. Creepy Voice. What is Soma talking about? Why is she watching vintage television? And what else is going on in this unhinged club called Beauty?
And why do we love not Lucy? Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. And
Stick around for the
for the raid.
Yes.